Hey, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die. We're running a little bit late today. There was some rather horrible weather yesterday, which has resulted in bad things around and about. There was it was quite weird because I think was it James or Vicky mentioned in Discord earlier about a tree. I had a fallen tree. It didn't hit me, but it unfortunately blocked a road. Hello, Mr. Wentex. Well, that's my introduction fuck for today. How you doing, Daxos? Hello, Wentex. Hello, Daft Wooly. Hello, Serdy. Hello, Mr. Stripey Pants. Hello, Vanda Panda. How you all doing, guys? Right, let's put everything away then. So, what have we got? Organics. Let's do organics first then. Organics. Oh, hang on. Bones of organics, aren't they? What I want to do is I really want to start work on my actual build, to be honest. I actually want to start work on my house. So I think what we'll do, we'll set that aside as a bit of a fun thing maybe for tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. What I'm going to concentrate on today is just getting a load of concrete made up so we can sort of really forge ahead. Because obviously, with me getting on stream late today, which I do apologise. It was impossible. Honestly, the traffic has just been like insane, like absolutely crazy. I didn't realise how bad it was. I knew it was windy last night, but I had no idea just how windy it was. Clay's treasure map. Got so much crud kicking about, haven't I? Let me just see what I can do here, guys. I can hear Z's outside as well, and I don't seem to have any arrows for some reason. Why have I got no arrows? Oh my god, we just had the horde, hadn't we? I'd completely forgotten about that. That's where everything's in a bloody right tiz was, isn't it? Can you get rid of these things? Probably going to repair mine with those, right? Wrong button, Grump. 526 shades. Can I do anything with those? 547. Look at that. Beautiful, mate. Throw in that. Oh, crumbs. No. Come on, get it together, bro. I'm really starting to dislike... Oh, come on, son! I'm starting to dislike inventory management. Which is a whole new ball game for me. It's because there's so much. Before, because you can only carry like, you know, probably... what was the old inventory size? It was probably, I don't know, like 8 by about 5. It's like more... Well, it's probably tripled in size, hasn't it? It's like every time you come home, you've got like so much more stuff to get rid of. Yeah, we need to think about what we're going to do with this house. It's starting to look just a little bit out in the middle of nowhere, isn't it? And what we'll also do is we'll add like living space. I mean, obviously we've got all the chicken coops and things that we want to start working on. There's a lot of decorative stuff, which I'm quite looking forward to getting. I mean, Sunday will definitely be playing about. I just don't want to put any thought into it, though. I know that sounds awful, but I actually don't. I just want to do it sort of how the wall began. You know, the wall on day one was just like, oh my god, it was so bad. I mean, it really was awful, wasn't it? But we're managing to make something out of a mess, which I'm quite happy about, to be honest. Throw that in there. Right, smeltables, a helmet, a SWAT helmet. What shall I get rid of? Let's get rid of those. Throw that in there. Bish bash posh. More smeltables, scrap that. Throw that in there. Money, mechanic. Come on. Oh, I can't put cash in here. You having a laugh? Why is that? What have I got in here that I don't need? Let's get rid of that. Throw that in there. We must have... Oh my god, look how much cash we've got. That's amazing. What's that, Daxos? Those boxes are a true what, mate? What's that? Oh, Dr. Marnie. I owe this for babysitting my son. You have been a great addition to the family day. What's going on, Dr. Marty? I hope you're all well, mate. I hope you're all well. Yeah, okay. That's the point where we now have overflow from that box. I'm going to have to come on off stream, guys. You don't want to watch me doing inventory management for an hour, do you? We might have to just pop the stream up later tonight or something so I can just get in here and get some stuff done. It's getting to the point of almost... But it's getting ludicrous, isn't it? And on top of that, I also, because other people are living here at the minute, I'm not entirely sure what the hell is actually going on with anything. Is that's not right, is it? Let's get rid of that. Ammo can go in there. Organic, organic. I have no idea why I've got bulletproof glass blocks. Let's go and pop them in my building box with that stuff. Plastics, organics, organics. It's like a mini game in its own right, this, isn't it? It really is. It's like clicky McBleeding clicky. Oh, Jesus. Can I not read that? No, let's go and put that downstairs in that then. It's like playing, like, I mean, I hate Tetris. I detest Tetris. It's the most pointless game on the planet. But, you know, if you like it, don't you? There you go, look at that. Whoo! I'm going to drink my coffee now. That's it, that's the end of the stream. Cheers for that, guys. You're right, Mojo. Hello, Mr. Tree Smash. Oh, it was terrible, mate. It wasn't the tree that caused the problem. It was the two idiots that crashed into each other trying to get around the tree. Bloody knobbers.
Walking fast, faces fast, and I'm homebound. And I need you, and I miss you, and now I wonder if I could fall into the sky.
Right, let's go make out. Should we go and get a load of what have I actually got? We've only got the iron crossbow bolts. So should I even bother taking them? Should we just... I mean, I've got these, but I can't craft them, can I? Should we just take like a little batch of steel with us and then just go and do a feather run? Steel crossbow bolts. Let's make 27 of those. How long we got on the clock? Ah! Ha, 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 ha! You see, I did come prepared. Nice one, Grummy. Grummy bear! Bouncing here and bouncing everywhere. He is a grummy bear. Beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful. Right, that brought back some bloody memories, didn't it, you old farts? Right, let's go. We're gonna go and get some really door. Really door! How rude. I can hear a lot of Z's. They're all gonna be on that same spot, just over there, aren't they? God damn it, mate. Look at that. There's a surprise, isn't it, eh? There's a, oh, what the hell? Oh gosh, I got the wrong guy. I got the wrong bolts out. Look, it's all going Pete Tong mojo. Look at this dude coming around the back. That's cheating, that is, fella. Stay in your lane. That's what caused all the crashes earlier. Oh, come on! How did that? Oh, come on, son! Oh, blimey, what's this? Oh my God! What the hell is that? Oh, she's got giant booblies. Apparently, I'm horny. What the hell? Why am I horny? What the hell? Horny? What? You horny? You are wet, which means what? What? Bloody knobbers! Look at the baps on that. I'm gonna get in trouble now, aren't I? Get out of here. Can't watch it. Look, it's annoying. We've got to cancel the show now. God damn it. That's not stream friendly. That's not my fault. Can't be held accountable for that. Jesus Christ, the baps on that thing. They just wouldn't get many of them to the pound, would you? Two giant plastic bags full of water, mate, sploshing around all over. You wouldn't know what to do. Imagine motorboating that. Christ almighty, you concussion fella. Come on, Grummy. Bish, bash, bosh. I'm sorry, Dr. Marnie's children. No one should have to see that, mate. Not unless you're out on the town with Mojo, obviously. God, blimey, the things I've seen. The things I'll never be able to unsee. What's that? Your wife said F you, Grum, for reminding us she's old. Right, with the Grummy Bears. The Gummy Bears. Does she like a bit of the old Gummy Bears? Gummy Bears! Bouncing here and bouncing everywhere. Gummy... What did the Gummy Bears do? There was sort of like... Who were those ones that had like the hearts? Or was that the Gummy Bears? Actually, you got me wondering there. It was the ones that shed love. And they had like hearts. They were like teddy bears with like different. Like, one would have a heart. He was like, oh, Care Bears. I'm thinking of Care Bears, aren't I? Care Bears. So what the hell did the Gummy Bears do? Who are the Gummy Bears? I ain't got a clue. Before my time. God, blimey. That's like a Zimmer Brigade in chat, innit? How's things, James? How's work going, fella? You've done all your work by now, ain't you, mate? 12-hour shifts. There's about 35 minutes of work. It was the Care Bears, wasn't it? Yeah. Who was the evil dude in Care Bears? There must have been an evil entity, right? Was it some dodgy unicorn or something? Gummy bears are sweet, so they really? So how come they've got theme music? Really? Gummy bears are a sweet? That can't be right. It's got to have been a kid's show because it's got a theme tune, surely. Should we go out on the bike and go and get some feathers? You alright, DTB? How you doing, fella? You alright, Fluke? Gummy bears give you diabetes. Everything gives you diabetes these days, from what I've heard. Oh, hang on. Before we go out, let's just go and check. Let's go and check my stone in the forge. Why have I only got 99 health? That's not good, is it? Well, that's not good at all, sir. Let's take that and that. Shall I pop a paracetamol? Why not, right? Treat ourselves. Let's live dangerously. Let's take the bike round to the forge. You actually have done all your work. Doesn't surprise me the slightest, James. You got the cushiest job like going, mate. Is it just because you're really good at it, James? Is that what it is, mate? Are you just like really, really good at your job? Or do they actually not know what you do? That's always another blag, isn't it? When your boss sort of don't actually know what you do. So they're a bit scared of firing you. Just in case what you do is really important. But they want to save face, so they don't actually ask you what you do. We've all had jobs like that, right? It's basically just a game to see how long you can blag it before someone says, so what do you actually do here then? So what do you mean what do I? You can give them that like disgusted look of like, what do you mean what do I? Do you not know what I do? And they go, I'm only joking. Yeah, of course I know what you're doing. They walk out. If you're lucky. Right, let's go and check the forge. I bet James has got one of them jobs, isn't he? He's been blagging it for years. It's the amount of bandwidth he uses, you see, because he watches Twitch all day at work. His boss comes in and says, who's used the most bandwidth? James is on top every day, ain't you, mate? God, look at James's output. God, blimey, son. He never stops, this man. Oh, careful. Careful, sir. Careful. Right, we'll put 85. Oh, it's just ended. That's rather fortuitous. There we go. Right, let's leave that in there and let's whack another load of this in. There we go. And then let's go to favorites. No, all favorites. Cement, craft, go. Oh, yes. Right, by the time we get back then, we should be looking pretty good, shouldn't we? Drink that. Right, now we found a nice place to get feathers last time, didn't we? Down southeast, I think it was. So if I go to that house again, we'll have a full day and evening collecting feathers. And then we're done for the week, aren't we? When's the next horde? It was 91, so 98's the next one, isn't it? Gotta be top of the charts for summer. This Subnautica's been doing well, hasn't it? I've keep bouncing over to see who's playing it. I've had some like really big streamers playing it over the last few days. Quite tempted to jump back on it when it releases, but maybe try and get some evening streams. I don't know what to do about Horizon Zero Dawn. I really need to finish Horizon Zero Dawn, but I was sort of sitting there yesterday evening. I thought I fancy flicking it on, but it would have been impossible to stream with everything else that was going on. I kind of do. What the hell? Get out of here. Get out of here. Such a good looking game. Hey, Metal Gear Survive. I was going to say Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Survive is out today for the 18th through to the 21st as a demo on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. It looks really freaking crap. The initial impressions. I watched about 20 minutes to be fair, of Twitch footage earlier today. Apparently everyone in Australia got their hands on it really early. And I just don't even know what to say about it. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm completely horribly wrong and actually the game's really good. But my god, it looks weird as hell. it's kind of got like that sort of clunky but awesome. I mean, I hope you appreciate what I'm saying here, but the Metal Gear Solid control of Snake in Metal Gear Solid 5 was amazing, but it had that, clunky is the wrong word, that kind of weight, that momentum, that heaviness to him that kind of makes it. And the reused assets from Metal Gear Solid, I mean, they basically just taken Metal Gear Solid 5 and just made sort of a semi-instanced survival game out of it. It is so weird. You've got to go and watch it, seriously. You've got 10 minutes, just go and flick it on. It's, I mean, whether or not it's just because it's early days and it's a beta, so nobody really knows what they're doing, but I just can't figure out what the game's supposed to be. And the so-called zombies, if you want to call them zombies, are very strange. Very, very strange. Very strange indeed. Very strange. Right, we won't actually kill anyone. Oh, thank you for the bits, big guy! Those little sexy bits. Oh, look at that. Smooth as a baby's arse, mate. Thank you very much, fella. We'll head down here and then we'll do our normal scouring tactic. I really should have repaired the crossbow, shouldn't I? Let's not go north. Let's go south. South. There we go. Subnautica is beautiful. It always was, to be honest, James. Have you started playing it then? Oh yeah, because you bought it yesterday, didn't you? Or the day before. It takes other people 9 hours. That's shocking, isn't it, mate? Hey, like we said, if you can do it in 2, put your feet up, mate. Put your feet up, crack open the whiskey, nice cigar, laugh at your colleagues. Is there an Enter Subnautica? I'm going to assume so, because wasn't that the whole point in the final release? Now that they've gone gold as such, was that... I suppose... Although having said that, I should imagine Subnautica, it's as open as you want it to be. A little bit like, say, The Forest. You know, you could play The Forest for 1,000 hours, couldn't you? I don't know if there's that amount of content in The Forest, to be honest. But, that's not going to work out well for me, is it? In fact, that's just sod's law, right? That is just sod's law. I've come to a deserty biome where there's no birds' nests. We're going to have to rethink that then. So let's go... Shite. Let's go all the way over there. Let's go and get the bike back. Which is at that house through there, right? Yeah. God damn it. Wasn't expecting it. I thought it would be green forest biome all the way down. Thank you for the bits, Big K. Yeah, that's right, yeah, 23rd. And then we've got Monster Hunter on the 26th. And then next month we've got... Oh, God, what is it next month? Well, it was going to be Far Cry 5, wasn't it? Hey, have you seen that new Far Cry 5 footage I posted up in Discord? Ooh, yeah, bugger. I tell you what, the graphics look insane. I mean, Far Cry's never been an ugly game, has it? But it's also never been one that completely blew your mind. You know, big open spaces. There's not a lot they can do to make it look insanely gorgeous. But I mean, they've always been more than adequate, way more than adequate. But Far Cry 5 seems to take it to a whole new level. So the detail on the dog was just like, wow, geez, can't wait to get my hands on that. I just really hope it's a good port. If it's not, I think that'll be the end of it for me. PlayStation 4 Pro all the way, mate. You actually played it last night, kicking yourself for leaving it this long to buy it. You shouldn't though, should you, James? That's daft to say that, mate. If you'd picked it up before, you'd have done what I did. You'd have got through the content. There wasn't a huge amount. You're playing it at exactly the right time. In fact, you could argue, James, that you should really wait a week. I don't know if there's any updates coming out between now and final release date, the 23rd. I don't know whether it's just bugs, fixes and tweaks, or whether or not what you've got on Steam now is actually it. You know, you're doing what we're supposed to do, James, aren't you? Not buying into the early access hype and instead actually playing the finished game. Don't forget when I played it. Oh, shite balls, that's not good. Oh, really? When I first played it, James, I probably got about a week or so, maybe a week and a half, possibly 2 weeks on stream out of it. And that was it. It was content dead at that point, mate. Just go and put it on the road and then hopefully we'll... Oh, hang on. Whoa. Bish, bash, bosh. Yeah, I wouldn't beat yourself up about leaving it so long, man. You get to play the definitive version, don't you? The actual final product. For the first time ever. You know, how many games can we say that about that have released recently? Most of them are still... Where the hell is the road? It's like supposed to be literally here. Is this the road? Oh god, this is going to be a nightmare, guys. Let's just clear the area because I'm getting in a tizwas. Is it alright, bloody tizwas, mate? Oh, come on. Come on, son. Here's someone else. Come here, come here, come here, come here. I mean, yeah, I'm definitely not playing until the 23rd. I will leave it until then to jump back over and install it and remind myself of just how wonderful it... Oh, God! Jesus! Woo! Wrong implement. Cooking utensil thing. Utensil. He's got his bloody butter knife out, mate. What was that? What was before I started streaming? Sorry, Mojo. Big K, what? Big K? Oh, Big K subscribed with Twitch Prime. Oh, thank you. Oh, sorry. Is that what you meant, Mojo? Oh, thank you very much, Big K. Thank you very much for the resub, dude. Thank you very much, bro. Thank you very, 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 very much, Big K. Let's get some sub love in chat for Big K. Thank you very much, bro. That's awesome, fella. Right, me. Save waypoint. X. Save. And hopefully we'll remember where the bike is. So if we base our patrol path on directly south from here. Thanks very much, Big K. Appreciate that, bro. Thanks, Mojo. See you later, Vander Panda. Have a top one, mate. Yeah, you have to learn the whole game now, though. But so far, it's very impressive. Oh, well, I mean, I don't remember anything about it, to be honest, mate. All I can remember is a certain type of fish that I used to giggle at whenever I caught one. He used to wriggle about in my hand, and he looked a bit funny. It's like he kept giving me, like, the evil eye. As if he's like, what are you going to do with me now? Other than that, the only other thing I actually remember, to be quite honest, is the... I think it was called the Cyclops. Oh, well, I won't say too much because that would ruin it, James. But there was a vessel called the Cyclops. That's all I'll say. I think it was the Cyclops anyway. But that was the end of the game for me. Once you got that, there wasn't anything else to do back then. Or certainly not a lot anyway. I think we played for another few days and just sort of came to the conclusion that we were sort of content locked out at that point. But, when surfacing, you get a big frame drop. Have you checked on the forums, mate? See if there's a fix for it. Well, I should imagine, James, if I recall anything about the games, I think that resurfing becomes something you'll be doing less and less and less, if I remember correctly, mate. I'm pretty sure at the start of the game, you literally have to constantly come up, right? Later on, you'll get, well, I don't even need to spoil it. I'm sure you can figure out what happens. But I bet it's changed loads, though. I bet when I do start playing it, I bet things start coming back to me and I start making completely... bad decisions because I'm suddenly thinking, oh, that's how it used to work. And I should imagine a lot of mechanics have changed. I do love my water games. It's the only water game out there that really does what I wanted a water-based game to do. I'd love to do more sort of exploration like Soma and BioShock did, if that makes sense, rather than just being literally in the water. How you doing, Divine? How's things, matey? I hope all is well with you. Bit late on today, Divine. There was rather a lot of traffic. Everyone was blaming the tree, but actually it wasn't the tree's fault. It was the two idiots that tried to go around the tree and ended up smacking into each other, which caused a bit of a tailback, the likes of which I haven't seen for quite a while. So it's amazing how strong the wind was yesterday. I mean, I noticed it in the night. I mean, straight away, I was awake, and awoken actually by the wind. Very rarely hear it unless it's exceptionally strong, and it was, I mean, it was really loud. Branches and all sorts all over the place today, but one tree, alas, did not survive at all. It's a very nice tree, actually. not anymore, but I tell you what, it gives you some idea of how strong. I mean, you know, in the UK we don't really have high winds compared to other countries, do we? But it goes to show, even in our country, the wind is strong enough to uproot a bloody tree, for God's sake, you know? I mean, that's a lot of blowing, right? Crazy. Nah, don't worry, Cass. I'm a professional, mate. Don't you worry. I got it's all under control, mate. Don't you worry. Don't you sweat it. Sit back, relax, have a nice cup of tea, fella. You had to close your window vent as it was howling, really. Yeah, it looks like different parts of the country had it, you know, quite bad. We definitely had it bad, but it sounds like some places were hardly touched by it. It's ever so strange. It's quite localised, but I know around, it's elsewhere in Europe in particular. I know Nina was saying it was very bad over there, and Z's had snow, and Vena's had snow up north, hasn't she? Well, I have to say, actually, we had a sprinkle of snow yesterday morning. That kind of snow that is little more than frost, but it's not frost. It is actually snow. But that goes to show how cold it was. Has anyone played The Long Dark? I haven't played it, but I've heard it is exceptionally good, Cretion. If you're after a genuine survival game, I mean, obviously it's single player. It is story based as well now, but you don't have to play the story. You can also play it as an open world survival as such. But everyone that has ever mentioned it in this chat seems to agree that it is a very, very good game, dude. So it's definitely on my playlist for this year. In fact, I have actually booted it up to see if I can get a Steam controller profile for it. But I came to the conclusion I'm just going to use the Xbox controller. Going to give them a smoother camera panning and what have you. A bit more immersive from my end. You had it before, you in Ireland, and yeah, probably spread over. There's another storm coming too. They're lined up in the Atlantic. Really? Oh God. I don't like. It's one. You know, I love thunder. I love lightning. I love the rain. There's one thing I don't like, and it's heavy winds. It's not about being scared. It's just the potential for damage. You know, I really don't want to have to entertain the notion of having to go through potential insurance nightmares because a tree's landed on your house or something. But fingers crossed, fingers crossed. For a solo survival game, The Long Dark isn't that bad. Well, you said, that's the most negative I think I've ever heard anyone say, to be honest, Dr. Marnie. Thank you for the sub as well, fella. Thank you very much, bro. It's normally people seem to be very, very praise-worthy of it, to be honest. It's a sort of to the point where I'm almost afraid that I'm going to be one of those people that doesn't like it. Sit there moaning about it, and this makes no bloody sense whatsoever. What's everybody banging on about this game? Bloody diabolical, son. Almost too good to be true, right? I'm looking forward to watching a little bit more of this Metal Gear Survival. Like I said, I've only been able to watch it sort of on mobile. I've only been back in the house about 10-15 minutes. Well, before I started, probably about 45 minutes ago. Oh, come on, feathers. Give me feathers, mate. You had a 3-hour training on your day off. Oh, my God. It's one of those training days you have to go on just to put a tick in a box. Yeah, I've been doing this job for like 10 years, you know. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing. You know, it's seeing as my boss makes me train everybody else, Divine, yeah? Is it one of them, is it? +110 mph. Wow. I wonder what it was here last night. I had a chance to really read the news. I spent most of yesterday reading about YouTube. I had about an hour and a half, and I thought, well, I'm going to watch the end of Vikings. I got a bit of work I could do with a bit of background noise on, so I thought, I'll stick some podcasts or YouTubes, like Boogie. I listen to him, I sort of listen to him as a podcast style thing. And oh god, blimey, the drama that's hitting YouTube at the minute is absolutely insane. I have to say though, I'm a bit gutted. I mean, I think I've monetized a couple of videos purely out of interest to see how monetization works on YouTube. I can't remember the last time I even tried to monetize a video. I should imagine the amount of views I get, I'd be lucky to get a penny a year. But it was an interesting process seeing how monetized videos instantly grab the attention of, like, say for example, I monetized, I think the last ones I did were probably like it's going back like 2 years, probably, maybe even 3 years ago. Some Grand Theft Auto videos. And I thought, well, let's monetize it and just see what the difference is. And oh my god, unbelievable. The amount of instant copyright claims I had against those videos that I monetized versus streams that were done the following day that weren't monetized on YouTube after the upload. It's like, it's such a dodgy game. It's unbelievable. But I will no longer be able to monetize my videos. Not that it matters to me, but I'm sure it matters to a lot of other people. Because I don't have 1,000 subs on YouTube. So you have to have 4,000 hours watched now. And you have to have 1,000 subs. If you don't meet those criteria, you're no longer classed as a YouTube partner. You cannot monetize videos. So there's going to be a lot of small channels that's going to go the way of the dodo, I should imagine. It also means it's going to be really, really hard to get into YouTube in the future compared to, because 1,000 subs, I know it doesn't sound like a lot, right? But I'm telling you, 1,000 subs on YouTube is a lot of freaking subs, mate. It's not going to be, you're not going to suddenly be, living in a palace in the Maldives or anything. But to get 1,000 subs, you are still not ever going to break into a realm where you make money from YouTube. But to get 1,000 subs is really, really, really freaking difficult. I mean, I know people that, it's going back again a while now. There were two guys in particular that I sort of met through, well, one through university and one through gaming forums, believe it or not. Played a bit of World of Warcraft together, and by a bit I mean daily, for many hours. So we became very good friends. And he, but they both basically decided to try and make, not like a full-time living out of YouTube, but decided to really start investing time into it. Doing it properly, taking it seriously, and actually really enjoyed doing that. And they got stitched up so many times with monetization and copyright claims and DMCA takedowns for absolutely no reason. And got quite upset over it. In one case, the gentleman was extremely hit by it. I don't think he ever really. I suppose it's the amount, as a content creator on YouTube, it's very different to Twitch, isn't it? It's a whole different process, and it's an incredibly laborious, time-consuming process as well. And I think it genuinely affected him quite a lot by the end of it. That it didn't seem to make any difference how much time and energy and how technically good you were on YouTube. The chances of making it, a chance of someone suddenly noticing you and starting to get that snowball effect of subs, it's like striking gold. It just doesn't matter how good you are, and that's you. It's no fault of YouTube's, but I don't think he ever really got his head around that. And when things started going bad and he started having videos taken down because of music on them, which everybody else was doing but didn't seem to be getting affected by the time, it really hit him. He was in a bit of a mess by the end of it. It's the same as everything else in the world at the minute. It's almost like the little people are earning less and the big super duper people are earning more and more all the time. It doesn't matter what walk of life you're in. It seems to be the little fish are getting less and the big fish are getting even more. And YouTube's definitely looking in a bit of a state at the minute. You actually got 3 copyright strikes on your YouTube to find, really? I get them all the time, mate. I don't even know half the time what I'm supposed to do about it, to be quite honest. I just ignore it. They've never sent me any weird emails or letters or anything, but I think that they've hired 10,000 people. They've actually hired 10,000 people to actually go through. There's something called YouTube Preferred. Sorry, I've got the hiccups. YouTube Preferred, which is essentially content creators that are known and trusted not to do anything freaking stupid. And essentially, therefore, advertisers, you know, implicitly trust them. Your target audience has to have been deemed to be in the 18 to 35-year-old bracket, and your content has to be specifically aimed at that group. It has to be consistent. It has to be of a quality that isn't going to upset advertisers. So YouTube Preferred is a hell of a status to have. That's where nearly all the advertising revenue hits before it hits anywhere else. And there's going to be a lot of people that are just never going to see that. They're just not going to get access to it. They're not even going to get partnership status now. In fact, a lot of, well, was it how many was it? Was it 1 million? At least 1 million accounts that already no longer will basically be taken down. Was it 1 million accounts? Was it more than that? Like me, basically, I will no longer be what's classed as a YouTube something or another. I don't think it's partner. Maybe it is. I don't know. God knows. For music in the background. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, isn't it? And yet you can watch other people's bloody videos. And I don't know how it all works, to be honest, Divine. You got an email from YouTube. I will no longer be a YouTube partner this time next month. Oh, they did send you it. To be honest, mate, I've not even checked my email account for YouTube, so maybe they did do the courtesy of telling me. Yeah, it's because we haven't got 1,000 subs, James. I'm going to see if I can actually get 1,000 subs on YouTube. I'm going to quit Twitch and go YouTube, mate. What do you reckon? Boogie was quite interesting actually, because but Boogie's, you know, he plays the game. I'm not here to play. You know, I'm not here to claim that he's faultless, but his opinions on these things are very transparent. To be fair. Read between the lines a little bit, but if you think about if they're saying, oh, and that was the other thing, wasn't it? So something like 99% of those, or 90% of those million accounts, I think only earn about $100 a year. Now I've got to be honest, mate. I mean, $100 a year. I think if I've made anything, it's probably about 6 cents on my YouTube channel. I genuinely think that's about right. If you're earning $100 a year on YouTube, I think that's pretty damn good, to be honest. It's not like you're going to quit your day job, but that's actually a fairly decent chunk of cash going into Christmas, isn't it? $100. I wouldn't say no to it myself. I mean, Christ almighty. But if you think there's 1 million accounts like that, that's $100 million they've just saved. $100 million straight off, just from saying, yeah, you're not a partner anymore. Tough shit. Off you go. I mean, when you're talking about the figures that YouTube are talking about, there's a lot of cash involved, isn't there? It might only be $100 to you, but times that by 1 million plus, that's a lot of funding leaking out the bottom of the old Google account, isn't it? Those bloody knobbers! I can't believe I'm not a partner. I'm heartbroken. It's like all the Twitter up in arms over it, aren't they? So I can't believe I'm no longer. How much did you earn last year? 56 cents. Oh, right, yeah. It's gonna be life changing for you, innit? So you gotta take it with a pinch of salt, really, ain't you? The sky is a little red. It is a little red and pink. Pink and red and blue and purple. Look, it's beautiful. That's almost worthy of a screenshot. What do you think? What do you reckon? Little cheeky breaky. Should we turn the light on or off? Oh, that's nice. That's today's screenshot, I think. I like that. Well, get the tree on the side there. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Thank you very much, Wen. So you got an eye for detail, sir. Hey, what's going on there, mate? We're a bit hungry and thirsty. We better sort that out. Don't try and eat a spike, fella. My mouth's better now after my my inhalation of boiling hot latte foam the other day. It finally feels like it's. I must have done some serious damage to the roof of my mouth, though. You know. Isn't your mouth like one of the fastest healing parts of the body, though? I'm not sure why that is, but you know, if you have like an injury to your mouth, like on a gum or anything like that, I have to say, it does seem to heal ridiculously fast compared to like a scab on your arm that can take like a week before it's even looking non-pickable. I am a picker. I do like picking scabs. I'm a dirty picker. So that's it then. We're out, James. We're no longer partners on YouTube. What are we going to do about it, mate? We'll have to take to Twitter and fight the fight, fella, right? I must admit, I'm kind of a bit on the fence until I read a bit more about it. I can't really see what the, I don't know, what the problem really is. I mean, surely if you've only, if you've got 1,000 subs, you're still partnered, right? Which means the only people that could possibly be moaning about it really are people that have got less than 1,000 subs or less than 4,000 hours watched, right? But without being funny, unless I'm completely missing the point, if you've only got 1,000 subs, and trust me, 1,000 subs is hard to get, right? So I don't mean it in that way. But if you've only got 1,000 subs, which is nothing compared to someone who's got 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, or 50 million, Mr. PewDiePie. If you've only got 1,000 subs, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're not making a lot of money. Right? 1,000 subs? I mean, if every single person of that 1,000 subs watched every single video, and then I don't know what the factor of sub to non-sub viewership is, but in fact, I don't even know if it's positive or negative. But let's just say there was another. Let's multiply it by a factor of 10. So let's say 1,000 subs plus 10,000 other people watch your video, which I think is ludicrous. I'm sure the maths on that is utter nonsense because I have just made that up. I'm just trying to put it into a perspective I can understand. Even if you got 10,000 hits on every video you made, I wonder how much money that brings in. And there is no way someone with 1,000 subs gets 10,000 hits on a video, is there? Let's be honest. Are you not more likely on each video to max out at, say, 1,000? Because not all your subs will watch all of your content, right? I'm subbed to loads of channels on YouTube. And I probably, at the moment, watch maybe one a month. And that's people that release content on a daily basis. It's the enzymes from the saliva, is it? You were using it for ESO guides that I made a few years ago. 10,000 views, that's about £1. I don't know, James, I've got no idea, mate. But this is what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure if you've only got, or if you've got less than 1,000 subs, yeah? And you're moaning about not getting any income. I don't really get it. Surely there is no income from that kind of viewership. Oh, I'm infected, you knobber. Mind you, I am looking for feathers in the middle of the night, to be fair. God. Should we carry on up that way? How many have I got? 278, that's piss poor. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to head back to the bot. Oh. Where's the bike? I thought I marked it with an X. Oh, shit. I swear you did. I literally just really? Oh, I may have lost the mini bike, guys. Did I park it near the road? I think I did, right? You've got 23 subs on YouTube, but your one video has 3,500 hits. Oh, nice one, dude. What's it a video of? What was that? Who's that? Count Dankula, a YouTuber, posted on Twitter that he has 1.2 million views last month and made 150 quid. That can't be right. That can't be right. Really? Jesus Christ. Is that? Oh my God, that's shocking. Jesus, good Lord. You'd think with 1.2 million videos watched, you know, from advertising, you'd make a bit more than $150, right? But then again, you know, to be fair, $150, you know, for something that you do once and it sits there making money for the rest of the time, I mean, it ain't that bad, is it? You got to put it into perspective. If that video keeps pulling in that amount of views month in, month out, and you multiply that by 100 videos, you're actually making quite a nice living, aren't you? You know, 10 videos are making yourself $100 a month. You're starting to get into the realms of actually paying some serious bills, aren't you? So actually, again, maybe it's not as bad as it sounds. Right, shite. I swear we put the mini bike around here somewhere, didn't we? I'm gonna have to hang around until we find it. You right, Pixel Life? How you doing? Hello, Fist. Fisty! Fisty! Got a new theme tune for you, mate. What do you think about that then, eh? It's like a boat. Like a big steamboat, Fist. Oh, it's the Toothy Base for 7 days, the one you didn't like. I'll have to go rewatch that, mate. You have an X on your list of POIs? I do, actually. Yeah, you're right. But that's 1.8 kilometres away. That's another one, right? That can't be the one that... I mean, there's my house. Yeah, it's probably these. Should you show on map? Yeah, it's not any of them, mate. I've actually lost my freaking mini bike. I don't believe. I swear I put an X on the map. I wonder if it's where the red flag was. I think the red flag was symbolic of something else, there wasn't it? Oh, hang on, is that the path? Oh, it might be actually. Yeah, this is the path. Look. So actually, it might very well be around here somewhere. Or not. God damn it. We'll have to wait till morning then, won't we? God damn you, game. Still infected. What we'll do is we'll take our antibiotic bandage or disinfected bandage, whatever it's called, in the morning when we know we're not going to get eaten again. Although, having said that, let's sod that. Let's actually take it now. It's not like I'm short of them, is it? Is your bike not showing on the compass? No, it's something you have to toggle on the server settings. They're off by default, which I kind of like, to be honest. It's near the tip of those little roads in that area. What, this? I thought it was up here. But I couldn't see it when we were there a minute ago. Should we head back over there, Daxos? Head back down the road. Turn left at the tree. Oh, nice one, fella. Really? Oh, I'll tell you what. I don't know how you have such a great sense of direction, Pixel. That's brilliant, that is, mate. Thanks for that. I don't know what I'd do without you, quite frankly. Oh! Oh! Sound like a wolf. Do you hear that? Whoa! Oh! 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 It's quite. I was scaring myself, mate. What the hell? Oh no! It's broken, dudes. Oh, what ain't... Oh my god, check this thing out. Check the Gimp mask out. Right, we need to find this bloody bike then, don't we? It's all gone horribly bloody Pete Tong, innit? Getting a little bit lighter. Oh no, there's a night terror over there, mate. I should have left the light on. Keep seeing like shiny things, but you're right, Otter. You seem to have a bee in your bonnet about headlamps, Wentax. It was only literally one server that I didn't use the miner's helmet for. I think we've allowed the use of miner's helmets on every server apart from one, or at most two, and that was only a rule for me. It wasn't a server wide. What's it? I think there was only a couple of servers that we introduced the mini bike icon on, and that was largely due to us having horrendous issues with mini bikes disappearing. So as opposed to the odd one or two. we were losing them like on a daily basis, weren't we, for some reason? Probably because of ice. I think the whole server was riddled with a sort of a labyrinthian, earthworm-esque maze of tunnels and chambers where ice had escaped our clutches and just gone on some mega epic mining spree. Like a bloody Swiss cheese, that server was. How's things then, officer? What you been up to, fella? I can't bloody find this bike anywhere, mate. Did I not park it? I'm sure I came along here. Oh, what a knobber. At least we're getting some more feathers, so... It wouldn't be so bad if I wasn't out of bolts. How you getting on with They Are Billions, Wentex? Did you carry on with that, or was that yet another one of those games that's kind of slipped by the wayside a little bit? Oh, I can hear a night terror. I was actually just expecting someone to whisper, "I'm going to kill you." I was getting all ready for it. Try page 2 of safe waypoints. But it would be here, mate. I mean, it would be on the map. It doesn't matter whether it's here. We'd literally see it, wouldn't we? I mean, we know it's in this area. It just doesn't say. I mean, I even went and I chose the X. I typed in X. I hit return, and just nothing seems to have happened. Oh, everyone. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. Gonna pick it up tomorrow, are you? What are you gonna go back to? Where They Are Billions? Don't forget. Let me know, mate. If you get to, I know we had that little matter about the like the single player sort of more campaigny sort of side of it. If that happens, it's very unlikely anyone else will tell me, mate. God damn it. God damn it, god damn it, god damn it. Starting to go over old ground again, aren't I? All my hopes dashed to come back with 700 feathers. I looked at the wood there, I thought, oh my god, we've got 1100 feathers. Wrong. Go towards the little road at the 3 o'clock position. This one. That's where I was. That's exactly where I was, mate. That's where the camp is. There was nothing there, dude. Hopefully we'll see something in the morning. We'll have a slightly better view distance, won't we? So many cheeky little birds' nests hidden behind rocks and trees. Cheeky little devils. Oh well, we get in there. They Are Billions in 7 days. Are you going to play any mods on 7 days? Wentex, got your eye on anything, or just going to hit vanilla? Yeah, because you've always liked 7 days, haven't you? Ooh, that sounds rather... Oh my god! Jesus freaking Christ on a stick, mate. Oh, I thought he... Oh, I didn't think he was coming from that direction. God damn you. Ooh. Oh, my coffee's going to have gone cold. Hang on a sec. Oh, it's stone cold. It's literally... It's like... That is terrible. Not even had a sip of it. God damn it. What a waste of coffee and cream. You're referring to the Eastern Road. There's no way my bike is over there. It's definitely not over there. 100% not over there. Because we came over here. It's absolutely no way. That's where we originally went. And it ended up hitting into the sort of savannery biome. So we came all the way over west. So it's definitely not over that side. Used to have Valmod and the mods seem too in depth. For a man who plays World of Warcraft, clicky heads up display, I find that's frankly quite hard to believe, to be fair, Wentex. God damn it. What's that? Chuck the coffee in the microwave. Are you looking for a fight? Sort him out. Sort him out, fist. Put it in the bloody microwave. What the freaking hell, Christ almighty. Do you think I am a student? Not that hard up, fella. I can afford another spoon of coffee, mate. I ain't shoving it in the goddamn microwave. I dread to think. Hey! A ding dang do! My freaking voice has gone. A ding dang do! Where was it on the map? Let's have a look. Yeah, over here. Come on, son. Give me some credit. Let's get out of here. Voice suddenly locked up there. It's like, can't speak! Put it in the bloody microwave. What are you like? I bet you do that for Vicky, don't you? Make her a nice cup of tea. She gets about it. Says, oh, don't worry, darling. I'll make you another one. He slams it in the microwave for 60 seconds. I dread to think what that'd do to the milk. I bet it tastes right proper dodgy, mate. Well, you're a Yorkshireman. You probably make your coffee in the fucking microwave, to be honest, Fist. I ain't quite got around how to, you know, a bit complicated, a kettle, innit? But so instant. Yeah, it's not instant, mate. Wouldn't that do something weird to the milk? Like reheating the milk? Wouldn't it make it sort of like taste a little bit like, I don't know, off? Put it in the microwave. Yeah, I've heard it all now. Beating bloody pot noodles next. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a bloody chicken and mushroom pot noodle, I'll have you know. Amazing how many calories in a pot noodle. You can actually live on a pot noodle for a while, you know. True story, that. You don't have a kettle? What, you don't have a kettle at all? Well, that's just freaking weird. How many people here don't have a kettle? How can you not have a kettle? Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. I should imagine it would be horrible, Daxos. Reheated. It's like anything that you reheat. You know, some things reheat well. Other things... You can pack that in for a start, mate. Yeah, I mean, think of all the things that you can't... Just stop it. Just, no. Stop it. Divide. Make it stop, please. Oh, like what are they? Oh, one of the whistlers, Divine. One of those ones that actually whistles when it's boiling. I don't think anyone in my family's ever owned one of those that I'm aware of. I'm sure my nan made it back in the day. But the freaking hell was that? Is that another one? It's not a soundbite, is it? But I've seen them on TV. I think they're bloody awesome, they are. I tell you what, there's some proper posh kettles out around these days. You can actually set them.
Kill you.
So, can we please stop that now? It's horrible. It's extremely distressing. I don't want to be killed. Sounds like something really, really close to me. Oh my God, you can see them both, look. Oh my God, dude, that is freaking nightmarish. Oh, Grub! Bad mistake, Grub! That's close. That was proper close. Let's get out of here. Exactly, you shouldn't. That's exactly right. You shouldn't use boiling water for coffee. You shouldn't for tea either, really. But yeah, the fancy kettles, you can actually set the temperature at which it will cut the heat, so you can actually have like 90 degrees or 80 degrees on them. It's really, really good for coffee. If you're making it that way, obviously. You've got a kettle, haven't you? I should imagine most people have got a kettle, except for Yorkshire folk, apparently. Like I said, it's a bit complicated. It's probably hazardous to a Yorkshireman to have a kettle. God knows what they'd use it for. Probably easy to try and cook potatoes, I should imagine. That was one of the night terrors, Sadie. Do not do that, Divine. Imagine that. So you sort of hear this like banging on the window. I'm going to kill you. The fuck? A little decoy face pops up outside the bedroom window. You right, El Picky? It's like just got this new kettle. That's where'd you put the potatoes? It's all the Yorkshire folk now. Like little hobbits all coming out of the woodwork. Oh, I've got a bleeding kettle, mate. What are you trying to say about Yorkshire folk? You alright, Nina? It might be made from clay and cow poo. Dearie me. Right, come on, let's get this crap boy. How's things, Nina? The heavy bandit gas mask. I rather like the sound of that. I think these probably are classed as smeltables, aren't they? So shall I pop the brass door hinge? I mean, I don't know, but it does say a brass door hinge, so I'm going to assume it is a smeltable. Okay, let's put it all back. Oh, we got another golden egg. Got 2 golden eggs. Ooh, lovely jubbly, matey. What are you going to do now then, Nina? You've lost The Witcher. The Witcher is now a game that you can't play day in, day out. Well, you could, but you're probably like me. You probably don't want to play it straight away again. Have you got any plans for your next big playthrough? God. So much stuff, mate. So much stuff. Really? Thank you very much, sir. Organic, food, scrap. Healing items. Oh, hang on. And they go in there, don't they? So, paper clips, nails, lead. Got a couple of twine. That's good to see. Good to see. So that's all scrappables. Or should I say smeltables? 34 eggs out of that run as well. It's got 300 eggs. So basically making the chicken coops should not be a problem. Should not be a problem. Did I give a load of things to James? Did I ever replant the farm? James, what happened to all my seeds, mate? James! What are you doing, fella? Where's all my seeds gone, Brian?
You know I love you.
Hellblade. Oh, is that's the one with the crazy audio, right? Hellblade something. Senua, is it? Or something like that. Almost no one here in America has an electric kettle. Hell, most don't even have stovetop kettles. So how do you boil water? Silly question. How do you boil water? Like for instant coffee? Do you just not drink instant coffee like other places? Are you more into your coffee machines, are you? I mean, most. I mean, you'd be hard pushed. Yeah, obviously, except for Fist, who's just a bit weird, to find anybody who is from the UK who doesn't have a kettle, because we do drink a lot of tea, and even if you don't drink tea, guests and friends and family members would drink tea, so therefore you would have a kettle for making tea. You actually might really, Otter. I mean, on a serious note, you actually do. So you make coffee by microwaving it. Wow, that's crazy, isn't it? Wonder if it's more energy efficient to boil water in a cup in a microwave than it is to use a kettle. It's got to be, hasn't it? Because the kettle, you're actually boiling, like, say, maybe 5 cups worth, even though you pour 1, don't you? But what an incredibly laborious way to do it, Fluke. I mean, you're literally trying to make it sound like the kettle is a pointless invention. I mean, the whole point in the kettle is you flick a button and you've got boiling water. You don't have to get a bloody pot out of the cupboard, fill it up with water, stick it on there, flick the gas on and sit there for 5 minutes waiting for it to boil. I mean, a kettle boils in about 60 seconds if you got a good one. So what? So you actually boil the water. So what do you do then, Oscar? So you take a mug, you fill it with water, you put it in the microwave, you boil the water, and then add the coffee and the milk, for example, if you have it like that. Yeah. They actually have a dedicated. That's what I was kind of guessing, Hammer. Yeah. So it's becoming more popular. I mean, quite a few of us just here had Tassimos, didn't we, over the last year? I mean, Advina and I both got one fairly recently. And we were talking about it sort of throughout last year, because I was actually saying I quite fancied getting one. I was thinking about getting one for the gaming room, but I decided that was a bad idea. So it is actually in the kitchen. And yeah, I mean, I know a lot more people these days, if you ask for a coffee. It used to be you go around someone's house and say, do you want a coffee? You say, yeah, go on then. And you just get whatever they had. And I have to say, I've noticed much more frequently people will actually say, well, what would you like? You know, well, what do you mean, what do you like? And you know, that is because they've got a Tassimo machine. Or it doesn't, you know, I use Tassimo loosely. A coffee maker. It's just that Tassimo is quite a well-known branded one over here. That's why we have an electric percolator. You make a whole pot really quick. Plus, it's not instant coffee and stays hot. An electric percolator. I'm not sure what one of them is, mate. Yeah, see, you got to have a whistle kettle, Buxy. Yeah, of course. No, I didn't ask that question though. So I didn't ask how else you could boil water. I was actually more asking like how Americans do it if kettles aren't commonplace. If you have one of the ultra hot water taps installed. What? You've actually got what? You actually have a tap that just pours boiling water. That's awesome. You're in the US and you do have a kettle. I was going to say, I mean, I watch a lot of American soaps. Well, not soaps. What do you call series, TV shows. It's like soaps. Did you even have soaps anymore? And quite often, you know, you'll see them sitting in the kitchen, boiling the kettle and pouring instant coffee. So it's not like Americans don't have kettles, is it? The Keurig machines, are they good? Are they? Yeah, I don't like the thought of microwaving a mug, to be honest. It sounds like a bad way of doing it to me. It sounds far more dangerous than boiling a kettle, quite frankly. When you were a child in the 70s, we had a kettle that was called a percolator. Kettle designed for coffee only. And as time went by, we kept upgrading the coffee maker as tech advanced. Well, look at this, chicks, look. We have a Le Creuset stovetop kettle. Never used the damn thing, not even once. The lady got it because it's pretty and matches her other Le Creuset. What is this, a Le Creuset? It sounds expensive, mate. They're actually really bad. The pod-based machines are such a rip-off. A normal coffee maker and your choice of own ground beans is far better. That's what I've always used, packs. But I have to say, the Tassimos are very, very convenient for a very quick cup of coffee. You know, if I'm in a hurry and I'm going out of the door, I haven't got time to piss about grinding beans and making it properly. I will just throw in a pod, and in less than a minute, I'm drinking a cup of coffee. They've got their place. I mean, you're right. They're not. You know, they're not economically sound to drink all your coffee from. I wouldn't have thought, unless you're very rich and don't care. But it's definitely got a place in my house. I've used it a lot more than I thought I would. And that's you know, that's without, you know, the so-called honeymoon period. You know, I'm not sitting here, you know, drinking, you know, using it every 30 seconds because it's a new fidgety gadget. I'm actually using it because it's just so much more convenient. And it doesn't make a bad cup of coffee, to be fair, I have to say. I mean, I'd like to diversify the number of coffee pods I've tried. I've only tried about 3, maybe 4, plus a couple of hot chocolates now. But I'm sure there's some really nice stuff out there. So, we got 207. So if I make... Let's... I should have done more than that. Hang on a sec, guys. Sorry. Let's put that and that and scrap that little... That's 3... Really? 311, isn't it? I really need to... I still need to go and get some more feathers. We're going to have another day out. Should you have a quick paracetamol? Oop, crumbs. That's not right, is it? Use. There we go. Let's go see if we can find another spot. Where else can we go? We'll go here and head east, so we'll go there. It's why they, I mean, Divine, you've touched on something that's quite important, actually. One of the things that, and this is something you should bear in mind as well if you are microwaving things like that. In the UK, they did put out a warning for moms and dads that were making bottled milk. So, in other words, you know the baby milk powder, if you're not breastfeeding, for example. And what was happening was, rather than, you know, having a sterilised bottle, adding the powder and the water to it, and then placing it in a plastic beaker of boiling water. So in other words, it was slowly warming the milk. What was happening was parents were actually putting the baby bottle with the baby powder and water in it, putting it in a microwave, whacking it on for 60 seconds, doing the old forearm or whatever it is, back of the hand warmth test, and finding that the milk, you know, the bottle felt lukewarm. You know, the little drizzle you spray out of the teat, whatever it's called, was lukewarm. And then they'd feed it to the baby, and all of a sudden the baby would have a scalded mouth and throat. What was happening was, because of the way the microwave was heating it with the baby powder inside it, you were actually getting like really, real hot spots of liquid within the bottle. It wasn't consistently of a similar temperature, and there was a lot of advertising, and it was in a lot of, you know, the doctor's surgeries, you know, we don't heat your baby's milk in a microwave, you know. You like grinding the beans? Yeah, that's something really, I mean, to be honest, I mean, you were just saying about this, you know, the cost of it. Actually, you know, making proper cup of coffee, you know, grinding the beans up, you know, just the smell of the beans in the packet. It's a lovely process, isn't it? It's almost a ritual to it in a way. I mean, you know, I'd love to have the time to sort of like make tea like they do in Japan, where it's a, you know, it's a beautiful thing, you know. Oh shit, I'm out of petrol. You couldn't make this shit up, could you? You really could not make this shit up. Okay then. Oh my god, there's not even a road nearby, isn't there? I could go and rent your car. Well, the city's not too far. Should we just head back and get well, hopefully the I didn't repair the crossbow either. I didn't that's why you shake the bottle. No, from what I understand, Mojo, all I know is even shaking it, you can still end up with hot spots. I mean, it's why it was such a big thing over here. Obviously with girlfriend, medical professional, the rest of it, you know, it was like a really, really big thing, wasn't it? I mean, you shake the bottle anyway, don't you? I mean, just in your time like that. Yeah, I mean, you shake the bottle whether or not you've done it. I mean, I think my mom used to use like one of those old measuring jugs that she used to use for general cooking, and she'd fill it up with boiling water and she'd throw the bottle of milk in it and leave it for about 5 minutes, and it would, you know, it would warm the milk up. But you shake it and then spray it on your arm or whatever, don't you? But the microwave was causing sort of hot clumps of liquid. You don't 100% trust microwaves, Seaside. Why is that, mate? I don't think that's right, Seaside. No, that's got nothing to do with it, mate. No, that's not accurate at all, dude. The reason I think they tend to tell you to let food rest for a minute in the microwave is apparently letting the microwave dissipate. And no, that's pure myth, dude. That's absolute nonsense. Microwaves do not linger around, mate. That's not how microwaves work. The reason they tell you to leave it for a minute is actually the food is still cooking, mate. It's the way that, you know, essentially that, you know, it's heating up the liquid content of the food, essentially. And it takes a while for that heat to dissipate throughout the food. It's a little bit like when you cook a large roast of lamb. You don't take it out of the oven and serve it straight up. You actually leave it to stand for a little while. The meat is still very much cooking. Okay, nothing to do with microwaves dissipating. The second that microwave's turned off, there are no microwaves, mate. Your wife blew up our microwave heating a bottle. She left it sealed. Oh my god, really? I tell you what, if you've got an old microwave, am I allowed to say things like this? I have no idea. Look, don't try it. No, in fact, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to say it. I'm just not going there. It's something we tried in a workplace once with a microwave. It's hysterical. It's worth doing. If you've got a microwave that's pretty much knackered and you want to have some fun with it, there's certain things you can put in a microwave that will give you a most awesome final farewell to your microwave. You left a fork in the microwave. Oh, see, Scyther. Jesus. I'm surprised the microwave still works if you put it in there for 2 minutes, mate. No, normally it would destroy it, mate. Really bad habits. You're in bed and thought someone had put the window through. Was it a plastic fork, Seaside? I was going to say that makes no sense at all, man. I mean, if you put something metal in a microwave, you normally get quite the fireworks display of spark and arcing electrical. Whatever it is, I have no idea what goes on in there, to be honest. But CDs, put a CD or a DVD in. Try it. Don't try that at all. Who whispered that then? Fucking knobbers. Right, let's grab a repair kit. And let's repair that. And then we'll go over here and we'll grab all that gas. Why not? Right, let's go and get my bike back. Did the waypoint work? What do you mean? Yeah, I've got the red one there, mate. How you doing, Kaiser? How's things, fella? Tin cans work. Yeah, tin cans definitely work. In fact, it's quite funny if you use one of the old sort of decorative plates that sometimes have a little bit of. Oh wow, that. Oh yeah, sorry, that's okay. It was only 400. Was it 400 or 450? Yeah, you know the plates that have like the decorative sort of imprint on them, and sometimes that it's kind of like a little bit of gold flake or something. Put that in a microwave and you'll know about it. I do remember being at uni and someone put in I'm gonna say a Chinese, but actually I don't think it was a Chinese. I think it was something from the fish shop, but basically it was in one of those Chinese foil containers. That was the end of that microwave. 700 grams of black powder and some aluminium foil. You're getting all posh now, mate. It's James and I with our tin can. Actually put a whole pan in the microwave. Oh my god, mate. Right, I mean, I'll tell you what, I've seen some proper swank microwaves. I mean, I've never owned one, but they actually have like an oven. Like a proper normal kind of oven mode, and they also have a grill mode, and they also have a microwave mode. So you can use it like pretty much as your go-to do everything kind of microwave. They're actually pretty damn amazing, to be honest. I've even seen this is unbelievable. Microwaves with remote controls. Now that's getting lazy, right? Why would you need a microwave to have I remember sort of sitting there thinking, why? Why I'm probably in the kitchen standing. I mean, and I'm pretty sure these things don't work through walls. These infrared remote controls, right? So why would you need a remote control for a bloody microwave? That makes no sense at all to me. But you can get them. But yeah, so some of these like oven and grill ones. I mean, I must admit, I'd be almost tempted to give it a go, to be honest. A snack-sized potato chip bag. What's that, Divine? A man on Twitch told me to do it. What? No! That was someone else. I think that was one of the voiceovers in the game. Pretty sure. Some of the GE monogram microwaves have those features. They use a halogen lamp to bake, but also have a microwave feature. Wow. You want a remote for your microwave? It sounds awesome, doesn't it, James? Oh, dear. We were talking some time ago, weren't we? And I was amazed about the technology that, in particular in America, you have for your fridges. I mean, if we were to show you a standard kitchen fridge in the UK, it's the same size, basically, as a washing machine. Whereas you guys tend to have these double stack, double door, super duper, pour you know, auto chilled water. It's got ice cube dispensers and crushers in the doors. And then I started seeing them with bloody TVs in the doors. And then we found the ones that had got cameras inside the fridge. And I'm like, what? And basically it's so that when you go to Tesco's and you're thinking, oh, I'm in the milk aisle, I wonder if I've got any milk. You can turn on your mobile phone and you go to your fridge app and you say, fridge, let there be light. And the inside of the fridge illuminates and it shows you how much, you know, it's an actual camera, a live streaming camera to your phone that shows you how much milk you have. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But why? But why? It's the same with the remote control on a microwave. We all want it. We'd never use it. Oh, God, can you imagine? You imagine having something like that? I tell you what, if I'd got the money, I'd be out there buying two. Oh, my giddy aunt! Where did you come from, fella? God, blimey, son. Filling up me bloody bike, knobber. Right, let's oh, hang on, you have to go in here, otherwise it takes forever, doesn't it? Refuel, oh, lovely jubbly, matey, lovely jubbly. Right, where were we going? We were going to go all the way over to here, weren't we? Do we need any metal? Oh, just 1 minute, I'll have a look. What do you mean you have a look? You're in the middle of bleeding Tesco. Come on, I've got a fridge app. You fucking what, mate? You'd more than likely get punched in the face by the lads, wouldn't you? You've got what? I mean, it's not obviously it's not just for the milk. I mean, it's for anything, isn't it? I mean, you can sort of look at all your fridge contents. Modern technology, right? Potatoes taking selfies. I got no idea why you want a remote control for a microwave. I have no doubt someone has managed to sell it to somebody and therefore it became a thing. Be awesome, wouldn't it, Locked on Rocks? Imagine, I'd imagine that, you can watch Netflix. I mean, you wouldn't need any... you got your microwave with a built-in oven and grill. You've got, with a remote control. You've got your fridge that you can watch Netflix on, and a camera so you can check what's inside it. I mean, what else do you need? That's all you need, right? Have like a fold-out bed on one side of the fridge freezer thing. I mean, Jesus, you know, I think we're onto something here, guys. We'll get Zara on it. We'll get R&D onto it. I don't make lists of food when I go shopping. God, blimey. Not anymore. Don't like lists. There's nothing worse than being one of those people that wanders around Tesco's with a little bit of paper in your hand. Get a grip. I remember my mum's list. She couldn't go anywhere without a list. Just going to the park, got to have a list. List the things to take. List the things to bring back. Put it on the list. Oh, God, which list do you want me to put it on, Mum? When we used to go on holiday, she used to pack all the luggage. The luggage had lists as well. Tick it off. Is it went in the suitcase? Is it in the suitcase yesterday? You can put a tick next to it. That'd be it. Live 24/7 surveillance of the refrigerated Kit Kats, James. I'm telling you, mate, there's a reason for all this. It might sound crazy, fella, but you always know who nicked your Kit Kat, mate. People will start like the equivalent of wearing balaclavas to bank robberies, James. Though they'll start wearing like somebody else's family member's gloves. So when you watch the footage back, all you see is like the pink glove stealing your Toblerone. But you've got no idea whose hand's in the glove. All those pesky buggers. This is from Samsung, between $5 grand and $3.5 grand. See, in the UK, you buy a fridge about 100 quid. That's all it is. If you've got a proper fancy kitchen, it has like a door that blends in with the rest of the cupboards. My dad's got one of these fridges. He actually had to have like work done to get the fridge into the house, because they don't fit through normal doorways. Didn't think of that when he bought it. I'm sure things have come along a way since then. I'm sure I remember someone saying that the doors now, when they deliver it, the doors aren't actually on it or what have you, so they can actually fit through a normal doorway. When my dad had his, it was I think his was actually a Samsung fridge. Oh no! It was I think it was a Zanussi. This massive silk. No, was it? Oh, I don't know actually. I'm not sure. I'll ask him. But yeah, he's got one of these ones that it has like this pipe that goes to the main water pipe, and then that chills the water in a refrigerated unit on the left-hand door. And you can also have ice, so you can have either cubes of ice or it will actually grind up ice again on the left-hand side. I've got to admit, it's freaking awesome. I mean, it hasn't got a TV or anything. It's kind of like out in his utility area, but it is a proper swanky fridge. Like, proper swanky. He's had it for years, so I dread to think how much it cost him when he first got it. I forgot. I'll tell you, there's two things that we never seem to get right in this house, mate. Toilet paper and washing up liquid. I am forever going to another toilet in this house to get the toilet paper out of it. And there is nothing worse than having already had the poop when you realise there's no toilet paper. Any other house, you'd have a spare roll round the back, wouldn't you? Not in this house, mate. I don't know what happens to the toilet roll. I think a lot of it's to do with Cody. Cody quite regularly steals toilet rolls and does things with them. We've never found them. We've got no idea where he takes them. There's probably a stash of hundreds of bog rolls somewhere in my garden, no doubt. There you are. You got your bloody boxer shorts around your ankles, clambering up the stairs, trying not to smear poop all over your butt cheeks. Terrible, mate. Awful. It's quite stressful. Terrible start to the day. Ah, what? The bike? Oh, shit. No, it's there. Oh, fuck. Did I not mark it? Oh, knackers. We better retrace our steps then, mate. Oh, Stripe! You had one job, mate. One bloody job. What a knobber. Oh, that's beautiful, X-Tang. I love that. That's a really good gag, that is, mate. I'm going to remember that one. I should give you 3 grum bombs for that. That's brilliant. You watch, you know, I'll tell you what, if you did that, X-Tang, I can guarantee, right, you'll be partnered and quitting your day job in a month.
Hello?
Well, you sometimes, Fist, I'm too busy talking to you lot on Discord when I pull my kegs down and sit on the old throne, you know what I mean? I'm not looking for toilet roll. You know, toilet roll's in the future, mate. I live in the present.
Hello?
Mr. and Mrs. Podcast. Ooh. Hello. Thank you for the follows. And also to Snippet, Copier, Nikiter, Zombie, Scatterberg, Wahab, Chugtai, and soon to be a Da Beastly one. Thank you for the follows, guys. Thank you very much for the follows. I don't know. I do occasionally find or come back into the house if because obviously we always put the alarm on as such, the security alarm. So there have been times when I've just like nipped out, say, into the garden, or just been chatting with somebody outside or what have you. And essentially Cody in the day would have been left on his own in the house and supervised, even for a few minutes. And he does love unraveling the toilet roll on the toilet roll dispenser. It's kind of, I don't know what it is. I should imagine it's the way the sound is as he picks up speed, as he sort of claws away at it, and it kind of rattles. And it's all right. You can still use it. Where's this bloody bike, Stripe, you knob? Can't believe you've lost it. One job he had. One job in chat. Shh, Divine. Stop it. Oh, you actually used newspaper to wipe your ass. Oh, dude, that's awful. Oh, dude. Newspaper's kind of almost like waterproof. All it will do is smear it around, right? Oh, that's terrible, fella. Oh. That's proper skank ass nasty, that is, Seaside, I tell you. Yeah, I can't see the bike anywhere. Ha! Ha ha ha! You little faith. I bloody marked it. It was bloody marked, look. You're not going to find the bike, Grum. It's right there, mates. You see, you have me doubting myself. I gotta start believing in myself more. Bloody trolls in chat. It's all in hand. It was all in hand. God damn. Believe in yourself, Grum. Believe in yourself. Believe. 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 There you go. Bish bash. Are we going east or west? I think I want to go east, don't I? Is that right? That's it, you sack, Stripe. Your ferrets steal the insoles of your shoes, the mobile phone, the TV remote, your Xbox headset, just to name a few. Really, Terry Clarissa? Have you got? How many ferrets have you got then? Have you got 2, or is it a whole family of ferrets? They're supposed to be really good pets, aren't they? I don't think I'm trying to think if I've ever known anyone. I think I'm getting confused with other animals, actually. What the hell did my next door neighbours used to have? Oh, chinchillas. They used to have chinchillas and... Oh, God, I can't remember now. All sorts. They had loads of different animals, but I'm thinking of the larger ones. I know they had a rabbit, they had a dog, they had a cat, chinchillas. They had some birds. I can't remember what the... Is it called? They were called lovebirds. Is that a bird? Oh, yeah, they are called lovebirds. Yeah, I think my mum had lovebirds back in the day. One of the lovebirds, oh, it's so funny. I pissed myself laughing. She wasn't happy at all. You know, I'm sure they're called lovebirds. You know, outside garden furniture. So imagine an old school, this is going back a while, an old school metal garden table. So it's kind of designed to be out there forever, and basically it was just riddled with hundreds and hundreds of holes. So like no water would sort of essentially stay on it, and the holes were I don't know, about like 8 or 9 mil in diameter. But in the middle of the table is the big hole, which is about probably 2 to 3 inches wide in sort of diameter, and that was to put your umbrella in. Well, I remember my dad helping my mom clean out the lovebirds the very first time that they cleaned the cage out. So my dad, being a bloody genius, basically takes the cage, yeah, and you know, you clean that bottom plastic part, aren't you, which unclips. So I had this brilliant idea. What we'll do it outside in the garden. What could possibly go wrong? He'll lift the cage up, Mum will unclip the things, take the plastic bit out, and my dad will quickly place it on the outdoor table, completely forgetting that he's now just placed the metal bird cage over the hole that is basically there for the golfing umbrella. Well, apparently lovebirds are really, really intelligent, and one of them spotted this hole, and it was out there like a freaking rocket, mate, and it actually sat in our neighbour's tree. It was sitting in our neighbour's tree all day. And I remember my mum and my dad, they were away on holiday, so they broke through into the back garden of our neighbours, and they sat there talking to this lovebird for hours, as if it's going to come down and say hello. Me and my brothers were like absolutely just fucking in tears, mate. I said, it's never coming down, Mum. God knows what happened to it. It's probably eaten by a freaking cat that night. But you know, I was just sitting there, it's like mum and dad sitting in this garden. We had to take them round biscuits and a cup of tea. They're all bloody day. Gooey, gooey, come on, gooey. Bloody knobbers. Oh, Jesus. She was heartbroken over that. You have to be in pairs as well, don't they? They're actually supposed to. That's like love birds, so they're mates for life. The only family in England that have a love bird. And he had it about a week. I think it was a birthday present for my mum. He just started playing 7 days a few weeks ago. I'm doing single player survival. In the middle of the day on day 5, I'm on the roof of a house. I see 30 zombies running past the house, off in a direction away from me. That's called a roaming horde, mate. You will get those quite a lot, especially as you progress through the game. Sometimes you'll get them just because you get them. So sometimes it's nothing to do with the heat map, mate. You will just get a roaming horde. They're quite common these days, but it could be a precursor to you having quite a high heat map. So if you've had a lot of forges running or campfires running, or you've been doing a lot of crafting or building recently, it might be an idea just to slow things down, or have a day out gathering birds, nests and feathers and things, perhaps. I don't know, X. I've got no idea, mate. I just remember this freaking lovebird shitting out the bottom of this bleeding. I'm sure they were called lovebirds. They might have a bit of a fancier name. But... You've got 4 ferrets, 1 dog, and a hedgehog. Now that's unusual, having a hedgehog. Where's the hedgehog live? Does the hedgehog live in the garden, or is it like a houseified pet? I used to have a dwarf rabbit that used to live in my bedroom. It was very keen on chewing through cables. If it could chew through a plastic electrical cable, it would. So I don't know how it never died, quite frankly. Well, it did die in the end. Oh, we had a hamster in a ball. Yeah. Yeah. Hamsters in balls, 3 brothers and a staircase. Yeah, we won't discuss that. Kids, right? Dear, the old hamster in a ball. Poor little thing. I'm trying to find birds' nests, mate. I'm trying to find about 700 feathers, so I'm sort of systematically working my way through the map. As you can see, I don't seem to have a lot of luck with this run. In fact, it's almost like there are no birds' nests in this particular biome for some reason. I don't know whether I'm just off the spawn point or something, but no, we are trying to do something. It's just not working out quite as planned, unfortunately. What's that? What's that, fist? I always think back on sort of like my childhood and think we didn't actually have that many pets, but actually we did. We had a lot of pets. I still think the worst one ever was my live scientific test. You know when you're told not to do something, and as a child you know being an inquisitive and you know. Reasonably intelligent young man, I'd like to think. Possibly, maybe. Not sure about that, you know. But trying to kid myself a little bit, maybe. But, oh my gosh, look at him. Czar. Yeah, I remember reading. I don't know how and what I was doing with oven cleaner at the time. But, I remember reading the instructions on the side of a can of oven cleaner. And it seems to be quite serious about it being very toxic to aquatic life. And as I was reading it, I did notice my brother's goldfish was sitting there on the shelf in the kitchen. I thought, well, aquatic life, fish, you know, it seems to be pretty serious about this. Wonder what had happened. Let's just say it has an extremely immediate effect. Poor little fish. I wasn't to know. Despite the large letters all over the side of the can. Extremely hazardous to aquatic life. Well, I can safely say they weren't lying, alright? I tested it for science. I really hope my brother's not listening. You ended up with 52 hamsters. I did used to breed mice for my snake. And I had no idea how fast mice could breed. I essentially had gone away for, I think, 2 days over a weekend. So we'd got a couple of these bloody mice going. And for whatever reasons, came back a couple of days later. And Jesus Christ, mate, the rate at which they could just like breed within the space of like a couple of 3 weeks was insane. I had essentially in the space of like just a month. I dread to think how many mice we got. I just got no idea how many mice we actually had, and ended up taking them down to the pet store to see if they wanted them. And luckily they took them off me for free. Now what they did with them, I've got no idea. No doubt probably turned them into snake feed, but they don't piss about, mice, I tell you. I was quite shocked, but yeah, I was only gone. The first batch were essentially born over a week, and I can't remember how many we had to start with. We bought breeding pairs, but amazing reproductive rate, to say the least. You gave your goldfish a domino when I was a tiny kid. Needless to say, fish bowls don't work with blue water. I wonder what you meant, mate. I was thinking a domino. What's that? I thought you meant as in an actual domino piece. You're talking about the blue loos, is that right? Is it a domino blue loo? I don't know what was going through my head, Grimmy Grim. I mean, to be fair, I was really young. I mean, I was really, really young, mate. It could even be more a case of, being hazardous to aquatic life isn't something I was aware of at the time. It probably had like a symbol of a fish with a big red cross through it. And since then, I've learnt to read. So I honestly don't know how old I was, but my brother had a goldfish, and we would have been very, very young when my brother had a goldfish. Let's put it that way. So, the inquisitive nature, incredibly rapid effect, though. I've since learnt what it does, and it's really quite horrible, actually. So don't ever do it. Back in the 70s. Oh, it was an actual domino pit. I thought you meant like a blue loo. Back in the 70s, dominoes were dyed with less soaps. Oh, I see. Really? God, it actually killed the fish. No way. Jeez, that's crazy, mate. Scary stuff, isn't it? Where's my bike? Should we start heading back towards the bike? Ooh. Where's that over? How many feathers have we got? 434. We're doing all right, actually, guys. Got on late today, so at least we've got the feathers for the week. What is Grumbums you're after? What are you doing with these Grumbums, mate? When Grum was a boy, he was 23. He's still 23. I'm not 23, I'm 24. It's my birthday last week. I don't know why everyone keeps saying I'm 23. I'm 24, bro. Literally, last week, we celebrated my birthday on stream. It's not my fault you can't do maths. You're right, 4. Nice one, Fist. How many times have you won today, Fist? Is that the second time? Makes you wonder, doesn't it, Fist, what they used to do with all the paints and the lead-based paints and things in homes. So it's a miracle some of us are alive, isn't it? Well, imagine all the lead toys that we used to play with. I mean, I used to play with like lead Games Workshop miniatures. I wonder what they're made of now, actually. Are they still made out of lead? Or have they banned the use of lead even in those sorts of things? I mean, I know you can't have lead-based paints anymore. At least I don't think you can. I don't know if you can still get them, like, if you work in the trade, perhaps. And But you certainly don't buy lead-based paint down B&Q, do you? Or at least I don't think you do. Winner, winner, chicken dinner! Day to lick a Nintendo games cartridge. Ah, we've been through that. In fact, didn't someone do that while they were on? We were talking about it on stream, didn't we? Wasn't it Czar? Didn't we convince Czar to do it? Dear. I think that's a really good idea, though. I mean, that's proper awesome. Not only do we all get a giggle out of it, but it does actually stop kids eating. Did you know that, you know the batteries? You can try this at home as well. You know watch batteries? I don't know what the official name for this type of battery is, but essentially they are sort of silver buttons that are batteries. The only thing I can think I've ever used them in was old watches. I'm sure they're used in all sorts of things. Oh, and I think they're used in things like car remote controls and stuff, right? They're basically the size of like a large button. Well, there's different sizes, but maybe like a 5p piece, but quite thick. I'm sure you all know what I mean, but I don't know the official term for them. They're freaking lethal. Children have actually seriously been injured, and I think in 2 cases actually died, haven't they, in the UK? If you swallow one of those, you can actually do it yourself. If you go and get a piece of ham, so get yourself a nice moist piece of ham that's not needed, and basically put a button battery on it and then fold it over, and it will actually basically burn through the ham. It's really quite scary. So you imagine a child that swallowed one and got it either lodged in its throat for a short amount of time or just inside the stomach. And it actually can cause horrendous internal burns, which can have seriously, you know, life-threatening repercussions. Scary stuff, right? Something we didn't know about, not, you know, until relatively recently, I don't think. Is that what they call it? Just call them button batteries? I don't know. I'm sure they've got a fancy name, you know, like double A's and triple A's and all the rest of it. I'm sure these button batteries have got a generic name for that particular type. But yeah, gotta be careful though. If you got kids, you be careful. I tell you what, you used to have them. Oh no, did that? Was it the old Game & Watch? Yeah, the old Nintendo Game & Watch handhelds. I think they used to use them as well. I'm sure that's probably where I had a stash of them. Get a nice bit of habit. I'll make swallowing the battery easier. Yeah, they had again. It's another big one of these big health runs they did in like GP surgeries and hospitals and things. Button batteries, they can kill. What? How? Jesus! Be careful. Still a puppy. I am a little puppy. A little woof woof puppy dog. Well, it's not about not eating batteries, is it? It's about actually what happens when you eat it. I mean, a lot of people, you eat a battery, and what are you going to do? Ugh, fucking hell, just shit it out, right? Not a lot you can do once you swallow a battery, is there? I'm sure there's plenty of kids over the years that have swallowed giant-ass AA batteries and no one's ever thought anything about it. But they're not actually the problem. It's actually, believe it or not, it's actually these button batteries. It's the way they conduct that current through on flesh. It essentially actually fries the flesh. Try it. Have a look at it. Then you won't be fucking taking the piss out of it, I'll tell you. Thank you for the follow, mates. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Thank you kindly. Can hear the whistling wind in the snow biome. We need to come in. We need to actually move to the snow biome at some point, I think. Snow biome or desert biome, I reckon, is probably the next one for me. Especially if they have that lovely wind billowing. I think that's unique to Ravenhearst, isn't it? I think they've just upped. They've either upped it or replaced it with a noisier soundbite, I think. Lithium batteries. Is that what they're called? Lithium batteries? So whenever I think of lithium, I always think of like a large mobile phone battery. You know, like very sort of rectangular and flat. I always thought that was a lithium battery. But are the watch batteries lithiums as well then? Essentially the same thing, just a lot smaller. remember my old Casios. I used to have a lovely collection of fancy pants and cheap watches until I was robbed and some bastard stole them all. But yeah, I had a huge range of Casio watches, including calculator ones. I loved my calculator Casios. It's so cool. And I had one that actually also was a radio. It actually had like a little radio built into it, and you could actually tune into different stations. Bit hit and miss, but you know, it's still, you know, you could pick up a bit of Radio 1 or what have you. I used to have this like miniature when I was a little lad. This is imagination gone wild. I used to have this this Casio watch. So all the buttons that a normal calculator has, plus the watch buttons, little digital display. And I had this at Christmas. I in a cracker. I basically won one of these small tape measures. It was like this blue plastic tape measure, but it was an actual metal tape measure inside it. So just a miniature size of a proper tape measure, basically. And I used to tuck. It was almost identical size to the Casio watch. So I used to tuck the tape measure behind my watch, and then I would pull up the tape measure so it was like an aerial, and then I'd talk to my watch, and I would communicate with my other military friends for covert operations around the house. How cool is that? Roger Dildo Tango Foxtrot. Roger Dildo. I was such a happy child. Where's my bloody home gone? You've got a pair of watches that are walkie-talkies. Really, Fizz? That sounds awesome, mate. That sounds really cool. I'm not moving to the wasteland. The wasteland sucks balls. Only knobbers live in the wasteland. You would never get me to move there. Never, big guy. Why do I need feathers? Because you're grossly misinformed with how many we get out of coops, basically. Not even close to 50. I've never had 50 feathers out of a coop yet. I think the best I've had was 30, and the rest were about 14, 15. I think we got 300 out of all of them, and I get through, if I'm scavenging, about 400 per horde and about 300 during the week. So around 700 feathers per week keeps me nicely stocked. Keep an eye on the petrol. Nah, don't worry about it. We'll never run out of petrol. That'll never happen. We're not that stupid. Car, you'd have to be a right knob to run out of petrol in this game, wouldn't you? Great huge green bar down there. Look, telling you how much you got in there. God, we're not that daft. I was very... That's what my mum always used to say. She said, you are a very special young boy, Grum. Every time she said it, my dad's eyeballs used to roll around in his head a little bit. So I'm not entirely sure what that meant. But yeah, apparently I was very special. Thanks, Mojo. Hey, you'd have done the same thing if you'd thought of it. I used to get, you know, when people would look at you, it's like if you were out and about talking to your watch with this, like, and I was thinking, haha, everybody thinks I've got a real bloody walkie-talkie style thing going on here. Little do they know it's just a tape measure. People looking at you, what the fuck is that kid doing? Does he keep talking to his hand for? I think he's one of them special kids, though. Special boy Grum. Shut up, you bloody night terrors. I've had enough of you. Don't start whispering you're going to kill me again. I did not cut myself. I merely opened a wound that had happened earlier in the week. Thank you very much. 30 is the max, is it? Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I got... The very first one I opened had got 30. It went downhill after that. You right, Zat? How you doing, fella? They are called Night Terrors, Lyeth. They are part of the mod. There's quite a nice variety of them, and they all say terribly evil things to me, like they're going to kill me. They're not very nice. They're very rude. Organic. Food. jars. Special, 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 special. Well, that stays there. That comes out. Pop that back in the organics box. Right, so hopefully we can now actually start finishing off this godforsaken wall as well, can't we? Right, okay. Let's go to the forge. Oh, careful. Pablo was not around to supervise him and left it on the lower shelf. I can tell you a funny story about knives in this house, actually. When we first moved in, right, because the kitchen was... It wasn't a mess, but we hadn't had a chance to organise it and unpack everything properly. So, because we were still shuffling around with the drawers, I put all the, like kitchen machetes and sharp knives. I don't know what made me do it. I mean, in hindsight, it was a very stupid thing to do. And I put all the blades on the very top shelf in one of the sort of overhead cupboards. God knows why I did it. And all the drawers needed, like, you know, the drawers that the previous owner had for things like cutlery and putting your tea towels in it. They were all a bit dirty. Everything needed a really good scrub. So as part of unpacking, I simply put all these sharp knives in the very top shelf. I mean, what was going to happen? I do remember rummaging around. I don't know, about a month after we'd been in here, trying to find this sharp bloody knife I needed. And rather than getting a chair out and looking up there, I dislodged one of the sharp kind of peeling knives. And I remember, I just remember it falling out of the cupboard. And it was like in a cartoon. It hit, I mean, it's really, really nice work surface. And it hit this work surface, just stuck into it. And you know when they did that kind of twang thing, and it sort of wobbled about in it for a minute. I thought, Jesus Christ, that came down with a bit of a whack, didn't it? Bloody great huge freaking hole in me bloody worktop. I've managed to fix it though. Good job it didn't hit me in the bollocks, innit? God blimey. What a silly thing to do. You don't think about, you know, things that may happen in the future. Or at least I don't, anyway. That's quite a lot of cement, isn't it? That'll do. Oh, and another 6,000. Lovely bloody jubbly, mate. What's that for? You've hit 35,000 views, 10,000 minutes watched, and just over 13 bucks in your account. So that sounds quite a lot. 35,000 views and you've got $13. That doesn't sound too bad to me. You start whacking that out into the millions for some of these YouTubers. They're doing all right, aren't they? So if we take that, let's go and see how much cement we can make. Concrete, sorry. Right, let's throw in concrete mix. Oh my lord. 12,000 concrete, grummy. Lovely bloody jabbly. See, it was worth taking a bit of time out, wasn't it? Gonna do some more digging. Concrete mix. So throw that in there. How much more was I getting? How much? No, that'll do, won't it? How much did we? How much cement were we boiling up? It's another 6,000, wasn't it? Actually, that's looking pretty damn tasty, actually. I don't think we. I was going to set up a second forge if I wasn't happy with progress today. I don't think we really need to. It's not that way, is it? It's this way. But has it though, Fist? I mean, you know, I'm hearing a lot of this doom and gloom and all this crap. I mean, you've got to think for the content creators that have already made a success of it, and now essentially with more people probably not going to bother with setting it up. Are we not going to see the people that are already established now making even more money? You know, let's be honest, YouTube had to respond to some of the issues that have occurred over the last 12 months in particular. I'm not saying they've gone about it the right way, but the whole YouTube fiasco, something had to happen, and anybody that didn't think something wasn't going to happen was living in cookie land. Now, again, I'm not here at this point to discuss if YouTube have done the right thing or Google have done the right thing. But I find it hard to believe that people that are at that top... I mean, let's be honest, right? The majority of people that are watching YouTube content are watching the larger channels anyway. I certainly do. You know, if there's a popular figure playing a game that I know and trust, I'll go and watch them rather than someone tiny. It's the exact opposite of what I do on Twitch. Whereas I am just as likely to go and watch Carnage play Subnautica as I am some random nobody I've never heard of before, because sometimes it's nice to be in a smaller channel where I can ask questions. PewDiePie, Boogie, Angry Joe, all these people that are... Well, I suppose take PewDiePie out of that equation because obviously he's a law unto himself, really. But you know those not, you know, Tetra Ninja, for example, who does a lot of video playthroughs. You know, he's in very close with Nintendo, so he's one of the few people that can put up YouTube content of Nintendo games, and as far as I know, still monetize it. They're not going anywhere, are they? YouTube's not about to go anywhere. It just means I think there's less likely to be people trying to do it for a living. Random nobody, you watch James. Well, no, I mean, I would. I mean, you know, if James, you know, let's say I didn't know James. If I saw James streaming Subnautica and saw he had, say, whatever, like, say, 50, 100, 200 people in his chat, I know I've got half a chance of getting a question. If I go and watch Carnage, you know, and I'm not being disrespectful to and I'm sure if he ever heard a single thing I said ever, which is never going to happen, he'd probably agree with you. I'm sure he would. He can't keep up with his chat. Of course he can't. You can't have 10,000 people in the chat and answer every question that comes up. It's just not going to happen, is it? Hello, Z! Happy 15 minutes break. Yeah, I don't think YouTube's gonna fold over it. I think it's just, and again, like we were saying earlier, you know, if you've not got 1,000 subs, does it really matter that you're not a partner? You know, there's nothing to stop you still making your content, is there? But you weren't making mind-blowing amount of money. You're not going to suddenly find yourself out on the street because you can't pay your mortgage if you haven't got 1,000 subs on YouTube, are you? Oh, what? $100,000 is that, Big K? The highlight from James's stream last night was Emily Way. Oh, is she on cam? Oh, nice one, dude. Kevin only answers questions from people that pay for questions. I love his content, and yes, when he has 25,000 people spamming, he cannot see them. Yeah, of course he can't. It's different. I don't think anyone in Co's position or Dan's position would ever see it as criticism. It's different. It's completely different to what Fist and I and James, Four, Z, all the people that we know, you know, within our own community that stream. What we do is not comparable to what Carnage and Dan's Gaming and Lyric do. I mean, they are essentially identifiable brands. It's a completely different world. It really is. She did say hello to Mojo. We had cake. What, at work? I'm not entirely convinced you actually work for a living, Z. I'm starting, you know, last time we saw, you know, like dinner and food and bottles of beer at the workstations and a foosball table. I'm starting to get suspicious, Z. It is. Oh, hang on. I've just heard the door go. Hang on a sec. I've got a visitor. I'm gonna kidnap them, put them in the cellar. I'll be back in a minute. Fuck, I better put some pants on.
Hello?
There we go, all done. It's a good job I've got a pair of trousers nearby, wasn't it, eh? Woo! Oh, did you get? Oh, nice one, Fist. Oh, brilliant, mate. Yeah, it is really nice when they give keys out, isn't it? I mean, yeah, they're mad not to be honest. It's like when we approached 7 days a couple of times. They were not interested, mate. You're right, ZXH88. Whatever you're saying there, mate. You're right, Cushney and Miss Group 935. Thank you for the follows. Thank you very much. How's things, ZXH? I'd freeze them, Fist. I'd find room in the freezer. So you've got a key for Planet. Just the one key, Fist. Are they going to pop into your stream? As many people streaming it, Fist? I mean, is it got like a sort of reasonably robust Twitch community that's kind of follow the game? $3.56. Let's keep digging for a minute. I need to go and get a coffee, actually. You're the #1 Twitch streamer for it. So you can use that when you're asking for a code, can't you? Because I'm the #1 Twitch streamer for Planet Nomads. Come and give me some free keys. Bish bash bosh, job done, mate. How much is the game, Fist, if you buy it on Steam? Can you get it like cheaper elsewhere, or is it a fairly consistent price? It's gotta be about 15 quid, right? I would have thought. Fist is creating a cult. Thank you very much, Leah. 20 bucks on Steam or 11 on the Humble. Oh, that's a big difference, isn't it? Do you reckon I should pick it up at that price now, Fist? Or do you reckon it's worth waiting a bit? The way you've been gushing all over it, I'm going to assume it's definitely one to play at some point, right? Yeah, it's a big price discrepancy. I'm just wondering. It sounds like one that I'll definitely play. I mean, even if I don't play it for like 6 months or whatever. But for $11, it sounds like it sounds like a no-brainer, really, doesn't it? What's that? About 7 quid or something? 7 or 8 quid. See you later, ZXH88. I wish I knew what you're saying, mate. It's probably calling me all sorts of names. It's actually on sale quite regularly, is it? Have you played it, Stripe? Do you know much about it? God, it's already 10 past it. It's because we got on late. Time is flying. Certainly not getting the problems with stamina anymore, are we? Slowly getting that. If we can hit that, like, I don't know, we should be at one. Oh god, my phone's going. Should hit 150 wellness by the over the weekend, shouldn't we? Do I even want to get that? Nah. Not played it, Stripe, just watching it. The old Samsung ringtone, eh? Got it for 9 quid at Christmas. What was that other one you played? Osiris New Dawn. Is what I said right, Fist, on that one? Because it seems to be fairly unanimous on the Steam forums. It's a flipping awesome game, but there isn't a lot to do yet. You know what they've done is awesome. Yeah, it's. I think the impression I got, Fist, it'd be interesting, you know, having yourself who's played it so recently, to see if my garnering and putting together of all the different reviews and comments I read, what they were implying was a little bit different to a lot of early access games, where for example, Hold Your Own had the general premise of a good game, but it needed a lot of flesh and bones adding to it. Osiris New Dawn, from what I understand, is it's almost like everything they've done is like brilliantly fleshed out, but there's just not a lot of the content there yet. Whereas Hold Your Own sort of had like this. I'm not trying to compare the two games, I'm trying to compare sort of like similarities rather than things that are dissimilar about them. But it sort of had a lot to do, a lot of polishing in all aspects, whereas Osiris New Dawn seems to be a very impressive visually. It seems to be very impressive in terms of its scope and scale. The complexity of the mechanics seems to be already very, very nicely polished. So in other words, you've already got what looks like a fantastic game. It's just that you run out of content quick. Whereas a lot of other games, you might have a fair bit of content, but they've got a hell of a lot of work just to get the game looking good and playing well. Even things like, you know, some thought into, you know, user interface, heads-up displays, things like that. Osiris New Dawn already looks, if you watch it, to me, like a game that is finished. It's just, it's not finished because they've got a lot of content to add. Eventually did all the things, but once that was done, the surviving part was left a little bit empty. It's like it's got an episodic feel to it. Comes with mission 1, others to follow. Right, okay. I mean, I've wanted to play that ever since it popped up. I mean, it was doing the rounds on Twitch, as a lot of these games do when they first come out of, or go on to early access. And I must admit, I was really, really impressed, even back then, with what I was seeing. It's just that, you know, James was just saying earlier, wasn't he, about he's sort of a bit mad at himself for not having picked up Subnautica earlier, but actually he's picking it up at the perfect time. You know, he's going to get the best version of Subnautica ever. You know, the experience isn't going to be marred. I mean, I already know one big thing that happens in Subnautica because I played it, you know, a couple of weeks into release. Or whenever I picked it up. I'm fairly certain it was around release time. You know, that's going to ruin that surprise for me as such. So sometimes it's nice to go into a game that's actually finished, isn't it? Which is so rare these days. It does have a mech crab tank vehicle. Yes. Yes. I remember you saying the flight controls were really bad, yeah. And is that, so it's nothing you can fix then? It's not a case of like, you know, something stupid like they've just got awful inverted controls or something. It's just really badly done. There's no fixing it yourself using like keyboard remaps or anything like that, key remaps. It's just a big pack of poo. No way to reconfigure the controls. So not even if you, say, use the Steam controller then? That's sort of what I'm getting at. If you could come up with a way to remap the controls, would the controls actually be fine? Or is it actually, you know, responsiveness, for example, is just shockingly bad? You know, is it something that you can fix using, you know, third-party software to remap things? Or would that make no difference? It's just the actual controls itself feel, you know, maybe laggy or unresponsive, perhaps. No mouse control for flight. Oh, right, okay, got you. I am, James, yes. At one point, I didn't think I was even going to make it back, James, but... You like to shove M&Ms in your nose and pretend I'm a walrus. I don't get it. Why would putting an M&M up your nose make you look like a walrus? I don't get it, dude. I mean, if you enjoy it, that's fine, mate. You know, just be careful. You know, you don't want to accidentally inhale one and end up with an M&M in your lungs. That's probably bad for you, fella. You be careful. I'm not really feeling the walrus element of it. Hello, Shelby. Shelby Cat. How are you? How are you? Scooby-Doo. Let's put all of this away. What have we got going on here? Yes. Yes. So we have... Ooh. That's not right. What am I missing up there, guys? Feathers. Yes. Oh my god, 650... Oh my lord! That's actually really, really good, Grump. Who's a clever boy, then? 3... Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. 615 feathers. Lovely, bloody jubbly, mate. Let's throw some of that in there. Right, so let's grab some rebar. And let's go and check the forge and the cement mix. It's very slow, isn't it? Even though I've completely maxed out faster crafting, it's still not exactly... We need to make another one, don't we? 2 cement mixes. Oh, you know what I forgot? Shite. Should we go make a garage door? Should do, really, should I? I wonder if we can make one. Fly and shoot your gran in the head with M&Ms. I had a bit of a close call yesterday, Mojo. I had a bit of the old dicky tummy, mate, and a little bit of what felt like a perfectly legitimate fart. Oh, dearie me, matey. I felt the squelchy McSquelchy, fella. Gotta be careful. I've been very worried today because of the prolonged travel. I kind of felt today I needed to be close to a toilet, but luckily all has been okay, so... But yes, never a nice experience, the old sharps, to be quite honest. It's, they sneak up on you, don't they? Lovely jubbly. Let's get out of here. Yeah, the dreaded shark, Freddy. It's been a long time since I had one of them, fella, I tell you. Luckily, it was not a fully fledged shark, to be honest. But ooh, you know, the old bottom buns didn't do their lovely wibble wobble as the gas escaped. It was more a squelch, fella. It's not good. It's terrifying when it happens. Pop that down there. What am I after? Garage door. Let's see if we can make one. So I shot. No, I didn't. I know. I just said it wasn't an actual shark, but it was. It was between a shark and a fart. It's kind of that sort of horrible middle ground. It could have gone either way. Luckily, it went in my favour. But I did wake up a couple of times in the night and thought, "Don't do it, son. Don't do it. Get on the toilet and do it, just in case." It was all right. Everything was okay in the end. What am I trying to do? Garage door. What do we... I think I have to unlock garage doors, don't I? Advanced workbench. Which is this, I think, isn't it? A garage. The old garage door. 30 scrap iron plates. Now, I think I make those in here, don't I? Scrap. Or maybe they might be on the forge. Ugh, how do I make scrap iron plates, guys? Favourites. Okay, well, it doesn't seem to be showing up there, does it? Maybe it's in the advanced forge then? Plates, brick plates, wet concrete plates. Ah, show it. Let's go and have a go. That's thrown me. the dart? What do you mean about dart? I think they throw darts at my arse, mate. Oh, careful. JX, hang on, isn't JX Gua? isn't that George? Hang on, who's JX Gua? I'm getting confused now. God damn it, look at that, like a freaking Gatling gun, mate. I tell you what, potato and my arse. Look, even blinded by the foliage, look. Look at that. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, someone, I bet no one clips that. Knobbers. Cork it overnight. It's quite funny. During one of my moments yesterday, I sort of got the girlfriend's bum was right up against my bum. It would have been hysterical if it had gone wrong, I tell you. I could have made it out like she'd shut herself, couldn't I? Missed opportunity there. God damn it, Grum. God damn it. I just see a crawler. Aminus! Thank you very much for the follow. Thank you very much. It is you! What's with the new name? Did you sort of like try to spell Jaguar? and throw in a bit of a cheeky X to make it look hip and lean. Or what, George? What happened, mate? JX Guar. What is that? What does it mean, fella? I'm confuddled. It makes no sense, bro. You just misspelt it, didn't you? The A button is not far from the X button, is it? I bet he's going to come up with a right lame excuse in a minute. It is, that was my phone. Yeah, my phone's dying. In fact, that's a good point. Why is my phone dying so early? Oh, you know why? Oh, it's because I was watching YouTube videos in the middle of the night because of my sharts fiasco. That's why. It's not actually been on charge half the evening. Hang on a sec. That's what I was saying, James. He's tried to do what I do, obviously being hip and cool with the youngsters. Hang on a sec. Let me just put this in. He went for like, he thought, what should I be? I thought, I'm going to be a cool cat. I'm going to be a cool cat. What's a cool? I'm going to be a jaguar. But I'm not just going to be a jaguar. I'm going to be a elite speak jaguar. And then it came to him. He thought, I'm going to change the A for an X. Because that's really freaking radical, mate. Jaguar. Jaguar was taken. I was so pissed off. You should have done what Fortune did and just added a little underscore at the end, mate. That's what the grown-up kids do now, mate. They don't do the X's. They just stick a little underscore somewhere. Going, frickin' god damn it, name's taken a day. Just stick an underscore in it. Right, how are we doing? 180 minutes on that. We've got plenty of stone cooking up. Bish, bash, bosh. Let's go and do some building. Yes! Whoop, whoop. Whee! That's a bitchin' name, bruh! Chicks is trying to be all cool and failing epically. Remember when everything used to be ace? Oh, that's well ace, innit? That's wicked, innit? Ace, mate. Ace. Poontang. I bet there's someone called Poontang. Go on, do a quick check on Twitch. There's got to be a channel called Poontang. I bet there's Poontang Warrior as well. Blame the dog. The dog's shitting my pants. Oh dear. You can't link your Twitch Prime and that's cyberbullying. It is. It's disgusting, mate. It's blatant verbal harassment. I'd report me if I was you. JX Gua. I can imagine like a really sort of awesome Morgan Freeman voiceover for your channel, George. It'd be amazing, fella. There actually is a Poontang Warrior. There had to be, mate. There is no way Poontang Warrior can't be out there. I'd be very disappointed at Twitch if that didn't exist, to be quite honest with you, fella. The Poontang Warrior. Awesome. Hey, oh, come on. There we go. Let's go outside. Kick the crap out of whoever that is. What was I... Wait, why couldn't I make a garage door? What was the problem? Oh, that's why I went to the forge. God damn it, Grum. Woohoo! You found poonage. Hey, what happened there? My God, look. That's how much of a reputation. It's because I thought I was JX Squire, you see. That nurse, oh shit, it's she just died. She just turned into a rotten heap of flesh. She was that scared, mate. So what happens when you got a bitchin' name like that, bro? I can just imagine you say that out loud, chicks. I bet you say it right proper filthy, wouldn't you, mate? So hang on. Is George your brother, James? I'm getting confused now. I know you've denied he was your brother publicly once on Discord, but now you've got me thinking that actually he might be your brother. Oh, hang on. What's that? There is a poo-tang. Not that Shelley could you have to deal with James growing up. So he is your brother. Ah, I thought that makes a lot of sense now, actually. How's the streaming going, George? How's stuff, mate? Are you still on WoW, dude, or you moved on from that? Was WoW life everything you thought it was going to be when you went back? He's actually your younger brother. But he obviously looks older than you, though, doesn't he, James? Babyface James, as we call him around here. So, to be fair, it's not hard to look older than James, though, is it, really? You could sort of throw a pube at a baby's head and it'd look older than James, wouldn't it? Everyone looks older than James. Everyone's getting a bit today, aren't they, eh? See, it's Grum's revenge, though. 1 day a week. It's all about you. Fuck the lot of you. Oh, dear. The worst part about locking your keys and come outside. What? Oh, X-Sound, there's no need for that. Come on now, son. Come on now, son. There's a point where we don't laugh at that sort of stuff. That's awful. That is not acceptable, mate. 10 minutes, peace out. Go on, before I have to ban your ass. There's always one, isn't there? Go on, fuck it up. Right, what are we doing here? Do you reckon I can mix them up and make even better trousers or not? 5, 3, 5. I think I prefer the blue denim pants, actually. Yeah, we'll keep them. I mean, they'll do as a backup, won't they? Let's throw in those. Food. Ooh, that's not food. Wet. Dink, dink, dink. And we'll scrap that. So let's go back to what we were trying to do, which was actually to see if we could make... Oh, in fact, we need to take springs as well, don't we? What was it the garage door? Springs and mechanical parts. So... Springs, mechanical parts. I just don't see how... The garage door isn't going to be made in a forge, is it? Do you reckon I actually have to learn it? I'm sure all that sort of stuff came under some advanced crafting, kind of. Oh, wait, a reinforced steel upgrade. What was that? Reinforced steel... What the hell is that? Reinforced metals. Oh, it's that polished crap. You know what? I've never, ever done that. Ever. In all my years and time playing it. I've never, ever upgraded to polished steel. The block is just too OP. It's just pointless. I mean, it would be nice maybe to incorporate into a build like for a layer to see what it enables you to do, but I can't see myself ever actually using it. And I think the only way to get the polish is actually from... So scrap iron plates were on here then, I guess. Is that right? Scrap iron... Wait, oh maybe not then. Oh no, shit, I thought that was it then. Where'd you make scrap iron plates? Does anyone know? I know we've made them before, so it's not a case of unlocking anything, because I've got some already made up. Scrap iron plate, there you go. Look. Craft, oh, it isn't a bloody advanced workbench, for God's sake, dude. I just wasted points. What did I waste points on, Stripe? What are you on about? What, did I just accidentally buy something that I didn't mean to? Oh, God, I did. Oh, dude, is that what that... I thought it popped because I just like... Ah, knobs! Knobs. In which case, let's just go over here then. So, scrap. Iron. Plates. And if we favourite it... I mean, how many can I make? You actually need... See, I don't like that. It doesn't really make sense to me, that, to be fair. It feels like I'm sort of doing something that's quite easy. Because it doesn't even involve smelting in the forge, which is why I'm surprised that works that way. But Well, let's make 60. Let's make double what we need in case I cock up placing the door down. We'll wait for those. Yeah, I didn't mean to strike. I wonder why that pop did. I was quite surprised when that happened. What was that, Big K? James, in my game last night, your brother pissed you off, so I shot him in the back of the head with a shotgun. Felt so damn good. What had he done, though, Big K? What did he do to upset you? Did he just look at you a bit funny? Did he knock over your pint? What happened? I don't like polysteel. Don't like it at all. Hey man, I host you, man. Cheers, CD. Cheers, bro. CD keys sell the game way cheaper. What's that, Stupot? What you on about, fella? Sell what game? You trying to advertise for CD keys? You got to put their URL in chat, mate. We don't know what you're on about, fella. Right, we'll have some more of that. We'll wait for this garage. I want to put that garage door in today, so I'll actually feel like I've done something, man. So we're going to do the wall over there for... Oh, hang on. Let's grab a little bit of the old cobblestone. Cobble-wee-wee. 60 iron plates, garage door, crafted in the advanced workbench. Garage door, craft 1. Oh, yes. This game. Ah, right, sorry, man. I thought you were talking about like an advert, stupid. Cobble-wee-wee. Cobble-wee-wee. 20 quid. Yeah, you don't want to pay 20 quid for this. Jesus Christ. Yeah, don't pay 20 quid for it, mate. I mean, you know, as much as I want to support the devs and everything, you've got to assume the devs themselves. Well, thanks for that, Steve Pine. For 1 minute, Steve Pine, I wasn't entirely sure if you were a bot, mate. I was gonna say, I mean, the fun pimps themselves. You know, Steam don't just drop prices of games. The developers drop the price of the game. Unless someone can tell me I'm horribly wrong about that. So the fun pimps regularly have this game. Which way is that going to open, guys? Hang on. Let me just come out. Let me just move that away and just redo it. If I put that there... Oh, sod it. Let's not worry about it. Oh, thank God for that. Perfect. That actually looks really nice. I'm super bish bosh impressed with that, mate. Oh, I'm going to have some nice lights on here. Oh, it's going to look cool. I'm going to have it all lit up like a Christmas tree. Yeah, I mean, the fun pimps themselves lower the cost of this game regularly down to like £6-7, don't they? And to be honest, I just wish they'd just stop doing it. Just either permanently lower the price and make it... I like it when games are consistent, you know. Maybe drop it during a sale. But I don't think a week goes by where someone doesn't say that this game's down from, you know, $19.99 down to $6.99. So I feel bad, like... I mean, it's worth 20 quid. But why pay 20 quid? The fun pimps themselves are quite happy to sell it for 6 or 7, like a large part of the year, aren't they? So... They're out of control, Z. They're out of control, mate. We need some decorum here in chat. Exactly. I mean, Steam don't just sit and say, haha, by the way, we've just dropped the price of your game down to 6 quid. It would be discussed and agreed to by the devs themselves and then put up for however long they deem it necessary. It's, you know, there's absolutely no reason to pay the full price for this, because full price for this, in a way, is a little bit of a cheeky ripper. I don't want to see anyone buy it for 20 quid and then next week find out it's gone down to $7.99. It just seems ludicrous, doesn't it? What's that? Part of my bike's in there. What are you on about? Yeah, well, Steam take 30%, don't they? I'm not talking about the cut. I'm talking about the end price to the purchaser. I couldn't, in all honesty, suggest that someone pays 20 quid for the game, even though it's worth it, when I know perfectly well that the game regularly sells for 1/3 of that. Officially on Steam. I'm not even talking about CD key resellers. I'm just talking about in general on Steam. Oh, park my bike in there. No, that's for the, well, I mean, I could do Grimmy Grim, yeah. I mean, there's nothing to stop me doing that. But I'm going to have like a proper mini bike park up over here. So we're going to have like a ramp that comes up from there, travels along the wall, then goes over the wall. So we're going to build this tower probably next. And then over the weekend, we're going to build my ranch. I've literally just made that up. I had no idea I was going to build a ranch, but apparently that's what I'm going to do. I like the sound of that. The Grum Ranch. Ooh. Yes. But no, that garage door there is to house the generators which will power the... What are those things? Those knobbly metal nipples that conduct electricity. The nipples, anyway. So it will have nipples along the walkway up there, so that you can attach a turret. So you can have a mobile turret for Horde Night and just go and rig it up wherever it's needed, rather than actually having 3,500 shotguns, which would be ludicrous. And also to power all the lights as well. See you later, Z. Look after yourself. Have a lovely day. I don't have that long to go. To be fairly close to knocking off time, Z. You broke a kidney. What'd you do? Trip over it, fella? 10.5 what? 10 and it's worth $10 and a half eaten bag of potato chips. Or cheap at twice the price, mate. Absolutely, Z. That's the motto of the day. I hope you're all listening. Any of you misbehave, I'm reporting you to Z. Z's back to work. What does James do? Yeah, good luck with foosball. Don't drink too many Heinekens. Just normal time for. Poor Z. She's probably sitting there. She's probably got the most awful project to do. We're all sitting here taking the piss, look. You turned in your chair and you've had shooting pains in your lower side enough to make tears. Well, that don't sound good, fella. That don't sound good at all, mate. I'm sure you'll be fine. You probably just pulled a muscle. I pulled a man boob the other day. Bloody twisting from that zombie down in the city. That was awful. I actually felt it like... not actually tear, but I felt it like yank really harshly. It's because you're here, James. Stirring the waters with old Pew Pew McJack Jack Squaw. Fruity. Branston Fruity. Ooh, lovely jubbly. Moist. Someone's actually got a moist emote. Whose is that, chicks? Which channel's that from? Oh, dear. You got it, 4? That's it. That's what it's all about, mate. 3 o'clock. That's it. Off down the fucking pub. Spend all my sub money. Bollocks to it. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. It's been a while since I've been to our local, actually. It gets a bit busy at Christmas. All the boys are out to play. They actually let some of the lads have what do they call it? Tabs over Christmas as well. Which they stopped doing last year. How long have I been in this house? I think it's 3 Christmases. It's got to be 3 Christmases, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah, they stopped the tabs last year, but reintroduced them. So there were some mighty hefty builds over Christmas. Actually, you know what? We might not be that far off. Bloody, I'll tell you what, I was not expecting to get that much done tonight, to be fair, in the 3 hours that we've got. I've got some more cement being rustled up in the concrete mixer, so... What's that, James? The what? The what? I've been working the whole time while listening. Oh, you can watch Twitch as well. Oh, you actually get to... Oh, wowzy. I didn't know that. I thought you had to, like, covertly sneak in on your breaks. I didn't realise you got one of these cushy numbers like James. What's this walk of shame you're on about, James? What's this all about? Got me tackle hanging out. Do you want me to do a little stroll around the gaming room for you, James? Yeah, I reckon so. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think it'll be 4 years this. Oh, I think I moved in around. It's got to have been around the October time, hasn't it? Oh God, I can't remember. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right. 2 years of hell. 1 year of like trying to enjoy it a little bit, and then a year of everything falling apart around my ears again. Don't ever buy a do-it-upper. Bloody nightmare. Nah, I didn't move in April. No, definitely not. It would have been. It's definitely back end of the year, because I know the boiler packed in, didn't it? I was bloody freezing. Bloody freezing, mate. Oh no, hang on. No, yeah, it was definitely. I think it was October time, November, October. Right, let's go and see how much. It would be really nice to get that wall finished, wouldn't it? I mean, it's not finished, but the main concrete part's done. Because we've still got to do like the middle sort of towers and the gantry for the mini bike, etc. Ooh, we're going to be close, I reckon. Very close. Nah, what wasn't early? No, definitely not. Usually you can't watch Twitch. Oh, I see. Oh, right, got you. Oh, so you are allowed to listen to like music or Twitch, YouTube, but you can't have it up on a monitor. So it seems like a reasonable compromise, doesn't it? We'll have to have one of those really quiet streams just for Z1 now, you know. It's all kind of very relaxed and chilled. And then just start screaming when she least expects it. If I feel like quitting at the normal time today, even though you started saying like, that's up to you. If you feel like doing the bare minimum, who am I to shame you? I swear I just read that out, Big K. It sounds familiar. Hey, I literally, you know, I mean, it was a difficult morning, mate. You know, there were literally like cars crashing into trees, mate. Just David the boy, thank you for the follow, fella. It was very traumatic. I'll have you know, Big K. I mean, like I said, I could be sitting in the pub, fella. You know, nice warm fire roasting me cockles and a nice Ribena. Oh, that sounds nice. I think if we aim tomorrow to try and get the central towers done, mind you, I suppose I've still got to do all the water. Oh no, you know what I should have done, guys, today? We should have had that forge running 24/7 for the oh damn it, I suppose we could still do it. What's it called? The iron bars we need for the Commander Yankilway. Because they're actually quite slow to manufacture, aren't they? And I think they're made in the anvil now, aren't they? Not the forge, so we got to be careful with the old heat map on that one. Oh, you're not allowed. You're sneaky. We have music on anyways. But usually they don't want you to have headphones in or something. Oh, really? You sneaky McSneaky. Sneaky Z. It's probably about the same here, actually, Phil. It was very, very cold yesterday, but it's been wind and rain today. So we actually had like a little frosty covering of snow yesterday morning. But earlier today it was that horrible rain in high winds where it's just like lashing against the windows. So I reckon it's probably about 3-4 degrees at the minute. Quite pleasant, really, for here. Come on, then. Come on, son. We've done it, guys. We've actually done the wall. Oh, no. Literally as I say it. About 15 blocks short. God damn it. It's 1:15 in the morning there, Grummy Grim, in South Australia, and it's 31 degrees. Oh, my God, fella. Jesus. Is that why you drink so much beer? It's a good excuse, isn't it? It's hot, and therefore, in the UK, it's hot. Oh, we better have a beer then. Cool ourselves down. You right, X-Gen? Hello, Zero. How's it going? It's going slow, but you know, it's all right, mate. We're getting there. She may not be anything pretty just yet, but the Great Wall is up, which means we can now start getting some defences up and what have you. I mean, there you go. That's the compound done, guys. We're going to have to go back around it because it's not reinforced concrete yet, so we've got another layer to do. But she should be substantially more defence-worthy, shouldn't she? Got to be really careful with these repairs, guys, because it is nailing my durability, and this is the only bloody nail gun I've actually found. Am I going to paint the wall? Yes. Yes, we will. The wall will be livingly painted. Basically, I just want to get the wall done and finished. And to be honest, you know, I'm going to have enough concrete now, I hope, once this batch is made, to build the ranch. I'm really regretting saying that now. Why did I say ranch? Yeah, to set the ranch up. And then by Sunday, we should be working on that. But unfortunately, should I say fortunately, I do need to do another scavenge run. Because I haven't unlocked all the... She got a nice waist, that zombie. A little cheeky belly button poking out. Very fruity. Yes, we need to get the painting books, the decoration books, because I've only unlocked about 2, I think. Hello, fella. Boom. Oh, that sound. Oh, cheeky. Oh, really? One coming up to the left. I knew it. You see that? You see that? You see that? That is the ninja sense. That is years of training, real world combat experience in 7 days. I knew it. Echolocation. You see, it's my sonic balls. I clang them together every once in a while, and it sort of sends out a wave of bollock sound, which enables me to detect anything at range, even invisible things. Incredible. The perfect evolution of the ninja. I don't like these little bushes. There you go. That's what I think of you, fella. We could have like spinning the size of that fucking wall. God damn it, Grub. Why, sir? Why? There was no need to make it that big, wasn't there? Well, we have come up with a detachable version, X-Tang. So, you know, if you want to be next in line from some cyber implants, we'll add you to the list, mate. How you doing, Commander Yan? 103 concrete left. Ooh, nice shades, bro. Yeah, I can't wait to get this finished. This clambering up a ladder it's just so non-grummy. It's a very poor build. But then again, you know, to be fair to... Oh my gosh, look at that. My Elvis Presley 600 Perfecto Dame Edna glasses, look. Yeah, you know. To be fair, it has taken us a lot. I mean, normally we've got concrete up and running like weeks before what we've had to do this time, haven't we? What time is it? 2:52. Whoa! Who's been cooking charred meat? Oh, really? Oh, really? That means there's someone here. Not seeing anyone on the map. We have someone lingering around my home. Hang on then, what's this then? Scrap iron plating and oh, this is steel that explains a lot. I thought I was trying to make steel plating. I wasn't, it was scrap iron plating. There is a difference. Which I was not aware of. Alright, let's just go and make sure everything is running. Really? It was this, wasn't it? Now, hang on. Oh, God. Which ones do I need, guys? Can anyone remember? It's the centered ones that I want, yeah? Stripe. Commander Yankee away. Centered or not? Are you there, fella? I think they are, right? I'm gonna have to come out and come back in. How many can I make? Oh God, is that all? Jesus. Ooh. Well, let's make another. That's 193. How long do you reckon? I reckon. What's this build? Anyone got any sort of guesstimate? Do you reckon it's about 50 by 50, something like that, or is it a bit bigger? Yeah, I think it is centered. That's what I'm making. Yeah, cheers, Big Co. Nice one, Jan. Cheers, Stripe. Bad news, Grimmy, the wall ain't done yet. When it is, we've only got like another, you know, upgrade from like normal concrete to reinforced, haven't we? And then we need to put some thought into the towers, that's all. I need about 6,000. No, I don't. I don't need anywhere near 6,000. That's ludicrous. You're just being silly now. And there's no way this is 50. It's a lot bigger than 50. It's probably more like 100. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. So it's about 75 per 75. So I need about 300, so I need another 100, give or take. Oh no, double that. No, because there's two per. Oh shit, so I actually need 600 iron bars. Holy shit. Did you like that, Chips? I didn't even skip a beat, mate. It's alright, mate. I got my socks off already, so we were alright. It's not 4 per, it's 2 per. 2 per section. So it's 75, 75, which is 150, double it. For the other two is 300, but then it's 2 bars per, so 600. Don't you start... you know what? Holden Centenary Mathematics Prize, alright, mate? I'm a bit of a freaking savant when it comes to the old mathematics. I know I do a good job at hiding it, but... freaking prize winner me, mate. I've got a certificate and everything. True story. Yeah. Just be careful, alright? Or I'll maths you up, fella. I'll proper maths you up. I'm not doing inside. Sod the inside. That can wait, mate. I'm not doing the inside. The inside can go here. I'm not doing all this all the way around at all. That could be someone else's job. No chance, mate. I just want to get the perimeter up. I mean, the chances of us ever even needing the internal one is... I mean, let's be honest. I mean, we'll be very unlucky if they start spawning behind us. If anyone wants to jump on the server and do the internal, feel freaking free. I've got things I'd like to do. I don't know if I'm working on the perimeter. Let's not get carried away here, folks. You know what I'm saying? Cement. Craft. 5,000. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who's made 1,000 bloody forged iron? I think freaking not, mate. Who did that? I think we might have to start locking the doors in these here parts. I reckon I've got a rogue little sneaky breaky making charred meat and nicking all my iron. I'm gonna need to hire a surveillance team. I need a security team around here. You say close to 750 bars times 2. Nah, 600 will do it, mate. Like I said, 75 per 75. Well, that might be a bit longer, actually. What do you reckon? Do you reckon it's square or not? Nah, 600 will do us for the outside. The inside can bloody well wait. We can do that another day. Charred meat fairy. That's this dodgy little leprechaun running around. Oh, make me some charred meat. Just like a leprechaun, right? Amazing. Day 94. What was the next one? Day 98, I think, is the next one. I'll tell you what then, let's just go and check. We've got... Still really slow at manufacturing that, isn't it? Even with the maxed out faster crafting. Is there anything else I can do to like increase speed other than making another cement mixer? I don't think there is there? There's any faster crafting, that's it. Did I say what? Leprechaun? Leprechaun? Leprechaun! Ah! A wee pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Leprechaun. One-quarter concrete blocks. Yeah, I need to make all those as well, mate. But what I'll do is I might make those in the bench while we're going to scavenge run. What I'm thinking is, that's why I wanted to get everything smelted down today. We're just going to miss it. I'd like to get everything smelted up and then just get it all made in the queue for concrete. Get a forge making, which we have sort of done, the iron bars. Get the workbench. I might even just make a normal workbench and just have it crafting one-quarter concrete blocks. Again, we're only going to need about 300. Well, we've already done a little bit of that. So it's 75 per side, it's 150. We're going to need about 300 of those, aren't we? But you know, the towers are still going to use a fair bit of concrete. And especially if I'm going to do the ramp or whatever it's going to be to take the mini bikes in and out. 10 o'clock. Ooh, spooky night time. A little leprechaun. Hey. I think there's a horror film with a leprechaun in it, you know? I think it's called Leprechaun. And it is. It's like a little evil leprechaun. I've never seen it. Maybe I should watch it. Got to be something behind all these old fairy tales, right? What do you reckon? Goblins and trolls, leprechauns, gremlins, stripe. Leprechaun in space, is that a thing? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, that concrete, that's one. Yeah, we're doing alright. Well, you know, we managed to jump on and do a bit of work, didn't we? We get in there. So yeah, this is going to be the engine room. So I'm hoping to be able to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 generators in there. And... yeah, we can... well, I suppose what we could do, we could... maybe have 1, 2, 3, 1,
Gasp!
2.
Look at the time! Half past a quarter of sunset, and I still haven't done any warming up on.
So generator there to power the towers. Lights on the towers. 2 generators, or even 3 generators there to power the nipples, perhaps. Or to park. Should I go park my mini bike in there? That would be rather cool, wouldn't it? A little garage. I like that. A little garage, little grum garage. I need a remote control for it, like me microwave. Beep, 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 yeah! It's the Beatles, mate. Look at that. Got all the things. How do we know if it's really Grum on the other side? Aren't they supposed to try to trick us? They are. They're devilish little rascals, I'll have you know. In fact, while we're here, let me just let's go and cook some of this up while we wait. Throw that in there. And some... oh, really? Got a lot of jars kicking about, haven't we? Favourites, bottled water. Oh, come on. The lag in here is horrible. Why does it not work? You have to, I hate having to come in and out. I swear that isn't like that in vanilla. In fact, I know it's not like that in vanilla. See, it's quicker to come out and do that and go back into it, you know. See what I mean? Look at that. It's crazy, isn't it? That's me drag clicking that. Bad, isn't it? I mean, that is really bad. And yet, if I do it like that, super smooth. Wonder if that'll ever get fixed in these mods. I have a sneaking suspicion it isn't ever going to get fixed. I think it's just basically an issue from having such a huge additional XML list, isn't it? Recipe list, basically. I just can't see that ever changing, quite frankly. It's a good idea having the ore at the end, but it's still a lot of fanning about using the favourites menu, isn't it? And of course, the longer you play, the more stuff you're going to unlock, the bigger your favourites list is going to get anyway. But it's not game breaking yet. And the other thing I want to do as well is I want to start moving down some of my rarer items actually into my bedroom. I want to stockpile that weapon situation because I think we may be able to get the sniper rifle. And I would love to see if there's anything fancy about that, or if it's, you know, just the old sniper rifle with a few extra rounds in the magazine as such. I think someone in chat said it was like 7 rounds, didn't they, instead of... what was the old sniper rifle? Is it 3 or 4 or something like that? No, that's it, I'm afraid. Don't you need those jars for the 2 wells? Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. We might just use the one at the blacksmiths. I'm not sure yet. It's gonna, what I want to do is stockpile a load of eggs. And I can't think... What was the other thing that James needed for coops? I mean, there's lots of things he needs, but what's the main things? Was it eggs and twine? I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, in fact, I know it was, because we used 100 twine. I think it's 5 twine per coop. So when James gets back, which is a few days from now, or if we pop the server up, to even if it's just for an hour one night, to do some inventory management and what have you, I'd like to get that coop finished, because again, that's more... or rather less downtime getting feathers, because 700 feathers a week is a lot of feathers, guys. And basically next week I want to really start moving forwards with the electrical systems and the ammunition as well. So, have you found out what gives twine? You can't, you just have to loot it, mate. Twine is looted only. The well's really just see what it looks like for. I just want to know what it looks like. I fancied one near the farm. Just because. And I fancied one as part of the blacksmiths. It just depends what it looks like. I have a feeling it might be something quite funky and medieval looking. I hope so, anyway. You right, PK Snake? Yeah, I think it's all the mods, Shelby. It's not unique to Ravenhearst, from what I understand. It's anything that extends that recipe list. It's weird, though. I mean, you wouldn't think it'd take so long. You know, I mean, all it's doing is reading a load of XML lines, right? I mean, you'd think, you know, it'd be like one of the easiest things in a game, just to whack up a load of recipes. I mean, if it can render all these amazing things in real time and actually real world havoc-like physics, you'd think a bloody recipe list would be something that the game wouldn't have a, you know, it wouldn't drop a beat really, but it's actually like the laggiest part of the game, isn't it? It must have something to do with the way they've created that access to... I wonder if it's the same on a single-player game. That's a good point, actually. I wonder if it's something that happens because it's server-based. Don't know. Anyway, boys and girls, I'm afraid I do have to leave you. It's gone 3 o'clock. I do have to dash, so thank you all very... I'm sorry it's been such a short stream today. We should be back to normal tomorrow. I'll try and get on certainly no later than 9:30 tomorrow morning. And unfortunately, fallen trees resulting in heavy traffic significantly delayed me getting back. I was extremely frustrated myself, unfortunately, but not a lot we can do about that, and hopefully you've all had a safe day. I know there's been a few bumps and slips out here around me, so I hope you've all had a better day than some of the people around here. It was quite a nasty crash, actually. The tree had come down in the road, and idiots trying to get around it rather than diverting, and ended up basically smacking into each other, which just caused a tailback, the likes of which I've never seen, because no one could move. It was in an area where there's just no backing up. It was just a bloody nightmare, because essentially the further it got so far back, it ended up backing onto a really busy roundabout. So you can imagine it. There's just nothing anybody could do. You were just like stuck there. And then, of course, by the time everybody started rerouting, all the other little side roads have got busy. It was a nightmare. It really was. But anyway, thank you for the subs, the resubs, the bits, and the donations. Thank you for the follows, and thank you for being here. Do appreciate it. Like I said, business back as normal. I'm not travelling too far tomorrow, so there's no reason I won't get on for 9:30, all being well. Have a wonderful Thursday evening, and I'll see you all soon. Please come and join us on Discord, !Discord in chat. We'll get you a link to our Discord server. I'll certainly be on there later on. And also, if you want to know when the streams go live, Twitter. We'll get you a link to our Twitter feed. I always tweet out a few minutes before we go live. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you soon.